It happened. Damn it. All right. I'm always in the corner, so small. What's up, everybody? We're here. It's Wednesday night. Welcome to Physical Media Tonight. I am repping some Ernest P. World tonight, of course, for the spooky season. Halloween is in 2 days, guys. God, this season has just flown by. It's insane. But yeah, I'm excited to be here. We're going to talk about physical media. We're going to talk about movies. We're going to talk about whatever you guys want to talk about. First off, can you guys hear me in the chats? I've also got me a nice cup of coffee tonight. Usually I bring an energy drink. I decided to just do some coffee tonight. Let me take a quick drink. Hopefully you guys can hear me okay. Hit the like button if you haven't already. There's 119 people in here. Look, here's the thing. We've got things to talk about tonight. We have got some topics to discuss. Arrow Video put out an exciting trailer today that pretty much further indicated what I said in the physical media report this week about Halloween in Arrow Video. And then also we got some Shout Factory new guys. Are they going out of business? All right. Is there more to that now? Because we've gotten more news. Look, people don't seem to like it when I say that Shout Factory may be going out of business. Look, I don't think they're going out of business tomorrow, in 2 months, even a year. But I think the writing is kind of on the wall, and the trajectory of Shout Studios and Scream Factory doesn't look good. Okay, you can't really deny that at this point. I don't care if they're going to sell their stuff at Groove. You can't deny that. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Master. Yes, we can. All right, awesome. But can you all hear me well? Am I coming through loud and clear? Yeah, I told my wife that tomorrow night, okay, because we're almost done with our 13 days of horror. I'm completely failing on my list that I set up a few months ago. I'm going to try to squeak out. I'm going to try to watch at least like 15 to 16 of those titles, and I'll do a video where I talk about them. But new releases, I've been so busy trying to watch other stuff. I haven't been focusing on my list, but we're almost done with ours. And I told her, I said, tomorrow night, it's the eve of Halloween. We're watching Ernest Scared Stupid as a family. Okay. I need some Ernest in my life. I need some happiness, and Ernest makes me happy. Okay. All right, let's go up. Let's get into the chat, guys. We're going to answer whatever question you got. Also, as always, guys, ask me anything, all that good stuff. I feel like I'm all over the place tonight. William Cinema's here. What's up, Kenny? What's up, William? Who would you say is your favorite horror slasher? I mean, probably Michael. You know, Michael in the first like 6 movies. Okay. And then after that, it gets a little dicey with Michael. But the first 5 of the first 6 movies, because he's not in the third one. Probably Michael, you know, I think. But I also love Jason. I also love Freddy. So it's hard. It's almost a 3-way tie, if I'm being honest. Is Signs a horror movie in your opinion? Yes, 100% that's a horror movie. For sure. I mean, it's not one that it's like, oh, it's October, it's spooky season, I need to watch Signs because it's a horror. It's not one that like I feel like I lump into horror, like in my mind where I'm like, I want to watch some horror movies, because it's so much more than that. It's also kind of a spiritual drama film, science fiction film, obviously. But for sure, I would lump it in the horror genre as well. What is the best PG-13 horror film? My pick is The Ring. What about you? That's a good one. That's a really good one. I would say, I mean, one of my favorites from recent years, I really enjoyed Happy Death Day, and I thought they did a lot with that, with the PG-13 in that one. I did not like the sequel, but I liked the first one quite a bit. I actually thought that was a pretty good slasher, and I thought they made good use of the PG-13, for sure. So yeah, I would say that, but I'm sure there's, I mean, you want to go the best PG horror film, you could say Jaws, because that was technically PG. That's a good question though. Kevin Kruger with a big string of questions. Top 580 slasher you recommend for a newbie outside of the big 3. You can watch Intruder to get some grocery store slashing. This is difficult. I got to bring. You can watch. Why did Intruder come to my Choppy Mall? That's a good one. Blood Diner. I'm just thinking of Vestron video titles at this point. The Invisible Maniac, could you count that? And Madman. I would put Madman in there as well. But that's, those are pretty obscure, I think, overall. I haven't seen Shelby Oaks. My opinion of it is, can people just shut the hell up? Like, it's a movie, talk about it, but do you have to like put Chris Stuckman's face plastered on your thumbnail and say, this sucks, or does this suck? It's like, yeah, he made it, but just talk about the movie. I'm so sick of it. Why does everybody get so stupid and divided about every damn thing? He's a YouTube critic. He made a movie. It's his first movie. It's probably not going to be great. Most people's first movies are not great. It's probably going to be mediocre to fine at best. Like, that's what I'm expecting. Are you going into this film thinking it's going to be like The Shining or something? Like, you're getting like, what's with the hype train? Just because he's a movie critic on YouTube that made a movie, like, that doesn't mean it's going to be good. I'm sure it's like low budget, straight to Walmart, maybe like a notch above that quality. And that's kind of what I'm expecting. Like, if it's like just passable as a movie, then I'll be happy for him that he made it. But it's like, why are you like thinking this is going to be like the next horror masterpiece? It's so stupid. The conversation around the movie, I just think is just ridiculous at this point. But the movie I haven't seen. I mean, again, I'm expecting it to be okay. Do you think Teen Wolf will get a 4K? I do. I think that'll get a 4K. I don't know if Shout will end up putting that out, or maybe Arrow Video, possibly, or somebody else. I don't know, but I think it'll get a 4K at some point. Top 5 Guillermo del Toro movies. Damn. I've said it before, but I'm not like a massive Guillermo fan. Off the top of my head, I mean, number 1, I would probably say Pan's Labyrinth. Number 2, I would probably say Blade 2. No, actually, Blade 2 would be my number 1. Blade 2 would be my number 1. Pan's Labyrinth would be my number 2. I guess Hellboy would be 3. Crimson Peak 4. What did he? And then what was that? What was it? Kronos. That would be my number 5. But I've seen part of Devil's Backbone. I was watching it a few years ago and I fell asleep. And then I just never returned to it. Because honestly, like the first 45 minutes of it, I wasn't too impressed. So like, I don't know what it is with Guillermo. I'm just not like a huge fan of his. Next comedy from the 80s I want on 4K. That's a good question. I'm trying to think. What do we not? What's a really big comedy from the 80s that we don't have on 4K yet? I feel like we have a lot of the good ones. But I know that there's one. Oh, can we get Honey, I Shrunk the Kids? That classifies, right? That's kind of a comedy. Same thing, like I said with Signs. I don't think of it as a horror film. Like in my mind, when I'm thinking of horror movies, I don't go directly to Jaws, because Jaws to me is adventure first and then it's horror. But if you say it's horror, like, I'm not going to argue with anybody that thinks it's a horror film, or puts it in that genre, or watches it during Halloween or whatever. But like for me, I think it's an adventure film first. Then it has some horror elements. I don't think of it as a horror film first, but it is a horror film. I mean, at the end of the day, I would think that it should be in that genre. What's up, Antonis? Yeah, that's getting a Blu-ray only as of right now. I'm sure a DVD as well, but there's no 4K. There's no 4K Steelbook announcement. I still am standing by what I said. I said this like a week or so ago. I think that Lionsgate Limited will announce a 4K Steelbook of that. They just haven't done it yet, and it'll probably come out in December. So I would expect that soon. I think that's why we didn't get any other announcements with American Psycho, because that was the placeholder for Strangers Chapter 2 4K Steelbook, and they just weren't ready to announce it yet. That's my theory. What's up, LFL? What's up, Don? Top 3 movies of the past 5 years are Madam Web, Beetlejuice, Mission Impossible. Yeah, those are like my least favorite. So you've been paying attention to the channel. Yeah, we get pretty good Mexican food where I'm at. It's not great, but it's okay. I'm sure it's better in like Arizona and Texas and places that are closer to the border. Cam, what are your top 5 Kevin Kruger questions? All 5 of them he asked in this stream. They were all pretty good. Marky Mark says, "Hey Ken, just got a new Edward Scissorhands 4K Steelbook in the mail. It absolutely stunning visual and sound. I love the front cover art." Interesting that you say that because I watched Edward Scissorhands today. I also got my Steelbook and it's in perfect condition. I'll be giving away the digital code to this tonight as well, guys. And my review, I'm planning on putting out tomorrow, and I've got things to say. And I'll just leave it at that. There's some ranting involved on Disney. I'll tease that. Hi, Ken. I guess it's roll call time. Time for a weekly check-in. What's up, Patrick? What's up, R6 Cover Tops? What's up, Maria? What's up, Adrian James? What's up, Travis Brown? He got the Star Trek original films on 4K. I haven't received any shipping news on my orders from Shout Factory. Yeah, I haven't either. I haven't either, to be honest. How much do you enjoy watching the year? I don't. I do have some Hallmark movies that were gifted to me a few years ago by my friend Joe Martinez, but he has not, or I have not watched them yet. But we'll watch them at some point. I'm waiting until I'm 60, and then I might check those out. I might be the right age then. The new Saw Steelbooks are awesome. Yeah, I only got Saw 2 because that was the one that went down to 23 bucks, and I just pre-ordered it when it was that low. And I didn't pre-order 3 and 4. I don't really see them selling out immediately. I'll wait and see if they get a price drop, and then if they don't, I might just go ahead and order them before they sell out. But I was happy getting Saw 2 4K Steelbook for $24. I just didn't want to pay $35 for Saw movies. I'm not that big of a Saw fan to do that. So, but they look cool, and I'm excited to dig into the special features. Thank you, Maria. Yeah, I dropped a video earlier today, just random recommendations, horror recommendations right before Halloween, and I just kind of went around vlog style in my room and picked some stuff out. My Edward Scissorhands Steelbook. Oh, awesome. I'm glad that you did get it in one piece. Yeah, I'm gonna film a video about that too, because I ordered this Steelbook, and it's gonna be about something else. But I got this Steelbook and it was in a bag, but luckily it was in good condition. And then I just got a regular Blu-ray because I started getting some of my Screen Factors. I got this for $8.49 off of Amazon, guys. Ghost Story. I'm excited to watch that. And some of these Blu-rays that I got were in boxes. They were in singular Blu-rays were in boxes with like wrapping paper all around them. I appreciate the protection for my regular Blu-ray. I really do. But don't you think that you would have, rather have done that with the Steelbook, something that actually needs some solid protection? I get it. It's a bunch of kids. They're not really even thinking when they're packing stuff, but still. Miss 45. Yeah, I got that in my stack. I haven't watched it yet. I'm wanting to watch that. You know what I watched this morning? And guys, if you've been watching some stuff, whatever you're watching, let me know in the chat. I always like to know what everybody's checking out, physical media streaming, whatever, movie theater, whatever. I watched Malpertu. Now I can't pronounce it. Malpertice, I think is how you pronounce this. Malpertice. I watched this morning. This is a new Radiance Films release. And I'm excited to talk about this one. I'm going to talk about it in my upcoming collection update. But yeah, this is an awesome release. Radiance killed this release right here. Absolutely. All right, we got Marky Mark, we got Joshua, we got Mr. Mario. Settle down, turd brains. We got Carrie Witz. Yeah, in the Mouth of Madness. I watched that. I'll talk about it in my upcoming collection updates. I wanted to do a standalone review for it, but I don't know if I'm gonna have time to get to it. So I'm just gonna lump it in with my collection update coming up. Waiting on Boogie Nights Steelbook pre-order. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that. That's so weird how it went up on Amazon and then it's supposedly sold out, but Groove hasn't put it up yet. It's very interesting. What's up, Danny Daniel? Oh, I love the Substance. Yeah, I thought it was great. I'm hoping Second Sight announces like a 4K box set of that. Yeah, we got the Arrow tease today, and it was a bunch of snakes. But I don't think it's Anaconda because Sony's putting that out unless they want to do like a UK release. So my vote would be we'll talk about it when we get to it. Let's see. Yeah, Captain Blood. I'll get that at some point. Yeah, hopefully it goes back up soon. What's up, Lee? All right. Thank you, Jeff. Everybody's saying they can hear me. I think Danny says he thinks Shout is history. Again, I don't think they're history, like not in the immediate future, but it's definitely like I think a sign of things to come, like everything that's going on. Like I think it's heading that way, you know, but which is sad. But it's sad that it feels like because I feel like they were doing pretty good, like as a company. I'm sure their sales were fine. It's just sad that they're like a bigger boutique label and they don't have any fight in them to fight for like physical media. Like they just don't have any fight left in them. Like they're not even going to try to stick around. It doesn't feel like. It just feels like next couple of years they're done and they're already planning their exit strategy. Whereas you got these other companies that aren't doing well and like it feels like they're actually trying to keep physical media alive and propel it into the future, whatever that means. But Shout just doesn't. They just don't care to fight anymore. They're just done. Let's see. Yeah, I'm excited for the Arrow releases Friday. I think that Salem's Lot is a definite. I'm almost 99% that they're going to announce that Friday. The Snake movie, yeah, and I do think that they're going to announce Halloween. I do, and they might even show what it's going to look like. Almost like they did the Turtles, just the front, maybe not a full image. But it's not going to come out in January. I just think they're going to announce it, and it's going to be like coming next October or next September or whatever. I think that's going to happen. I do, and it'll be very exciting. Picked up Ernest Blu-ray double pack. Oh shit, awesome! What was the two in it? What were the two Ernest movies? I've only got Ernest Goes to Jail on Blu-ray, and I just got lucky and found that at half price books for $8. I think that those Ernest Blu-rays are going for quite a bit now. Let's see. What's up in Illuminated Pro? We got Emmanuel here. We got Dex here. Shout Scream are just gonna not make a lot of copies for their titles going forward, most likely. I mean, probably not, but you got something like Hardboiled, like they should, because that is gonna sell a lot. Yeah, it's a Warner Brothers and it's also New Line. So I was thinking the same thing as well. Well, thank you. I look, you all gonna have to thank me. I thank you all for just being here and watching. Like if you all were not here, I would not be here. I would not keep showing up on Wednesday nights. If you guys didn't show up, I wouldn't show up. So I thank you all for being here and actually caring to be here and watch me. I did watch Society. That was one of the ones I got to. So yeah, I watched Society for sure. My wife and I actually watched that. Because that was on our list. So yeah, we'll be talking about that. I heard that's big because who does Paramount have anymore? Like that's all because they're movies, like they got I guess Tom Cruise is still making movies, but those Mission Impossible movies aren't doing well. Like when was the last hit that Paramount had in the movie theater? All their hits are on TV on Paramount and it's all Taylor Sheridan stuff. Like it's all his shows. So him leaving, that's a massive blow to Paramount. But I mean, I guess Paramount doesn't care because they got billionaires running that company, and the guy that's the CEO is like running off of his daddy's fortune. So it is what it is. They announced like a bunch of layoffs for Paramount. There's like 1,000 people that lost their jobs today, and I think another thousand's coming. And there was people like I felt like people were surprised by that, and I'm like, no, Paramount has done shitty for like the past 3 years. So of course they're gonna lose jobs. It's just kind of weird because there's talk that they're gonna pick up HBO or not HBO, well, Warner Brothers, but also HBO through Warner Brothers. There's all those talks, and I really don't want that to happen. I really don't. But yeah, it's crazy. What's up, Ian Jones? I love The Wicker Man. I love that's one of my all-time favorites. I love that movie. That 4K is a great 4K too. Yeah, I would love to rewatch that because it's been a couple years. Been since the 4K I watched it, but I love that movie. Christopher Lee, fantastic. That movie, like, it gets under my skin, like, that kinda, like, cult stuff, it really gets to me. Uh, no, I'm sure they'll be around for a little bit longer. Like I said, I think they'll be around through mid next year, probably to the end of next year, maybe. Woman in Black? I haven't seen Woman in Black. That's the one with Daniel Radcliffe. Yeah, I haven't seen that one, honestly. Poltergeist, yeah, Poltergeist is PG. I mean, everything before 84, like it's if it wasn't like a hard R, it was PG. So PG was like PG-13 back in the day. Let's see. I don't know. We'll see again. After this year, though, I don't know. I don't know if I would if I got the stomach for it. I mean, I do want to do it though, like just to do it. So I don't know. Maybe we'll see. I mean, that's Netflix, unless Netflix decides to start putting their shit out on physical media, which they have before, but they also feels like they really kind of scale back on that in recent years. So I don't know. I mean, you guys know how I feel about it. I've said this before. Why they won't just like create some kind of a boutique physical media website, the Netflix physical media website, and they can also just sell merch. They could do it like Vinegar Syndrome, like just sell special editions, have different lines and stuff. You could have the horror line. You could have like the teenage rom-com line with all those stuff, the TV shows and the true crime stuff. Like you could do all kinds of cool stuff, box sets and shit. It could be amazing. And then you could have a bunch of merch, like action figures and stuff. Like I don't get like that's where all the like they just don't care about doing any of that. It's just like streaming only. But it's like, no, you could create an entire website of your stuff because you've got such a vast catalog of movies and television shows, box sets, and you could charge like 50, $60 for some of the stuff. People would pay it. They would. You could do steel books, you could do box sets, you could do all kinds of shit like on this website. And again, do it like Vinegar Syndrome, where you've got the TV shows and the movies, physical media releases. You could do drops every single month. You could do merch. You could have book sections. You could do novelizations of some of the Netflix stuff. And I don't know. It just seems like a no-brainer to me. It feels like they're leaving all kinds of money on the table by not doing that. But that's just, I guess, not the direction they wanna go in, but, I mean, look, like, if they could release Stranger Things, like, all the seasons, they could do, like, 85 different box sets, and people would buy every single one of them. It's like, I just don't get it. And, yeah, the Fear Street movies, like, you put all 4 of those movies, the trilogy that came out plus Prom Night, put it in a box set, 4K, all of them with slip covers, hard box, like, new special features, like, really do it up right. And it would go people would go crazy for that. And I'm not saying you gotta do new movies on there, like, you could leave them on Netflix for 2 years or something, and then after 2 years, put them out on physical and make them exclusive for a couple of years, but, like, who is signing up to watch Stranger Things season 1? Nobody. Who's signing up to watch Gerald's Game on Netflix? That came out 8 years ago. You could do a 4K of that with a nice slipcover. I don't know. It's a billion-dollar idea. I'm sitting here giving Netflix great ideas, and I'm not asking for anything in return, and they're just not biting. Monster Squad is a great PG-13 horror. Yeah. Megan 2.0. Megan's good. That's a good pick. Megan's good. That's a good pick. I don't know about 2.0. That's not really even horror. I'm not buying anything Arrow Halloween unless it's a complete box set collection. I understand that. Um, Oh, they got, like, those titles on Groove right now? Oh, I haven't even looked into that. We can maybe look into that tonight. The Prowler, My Bloody Valentine. I almost got that My Bloody Valentine steelbook. It was literally down to $9, and I was like, "Damn it, that's a cool steelbook. I've always seen it. I've always kinda wanted it." But I'm like, "Damn it, I've got the movie on 4K. I don't need it. I really don't." And it's a Blu-ray steelbook. I don't need it. Satan's Blood. Just finished The Host, which marks 58th first time watch horror film for the month. Damn, 58, huh? That's cool. Yeah, I'm so over everybody just piling on that movie for what? For clicks. They're all like getting clicks off of Chris Stuckman. So you can say what you want about me. People accuse me of clickbait. At least I don't clickbait at other people's expense and put, crap on my thumbnail. This person sucks and his movie sucks. At least I don't do that stuff, okay? Maybe I've done that in the past. I can't remember. I don't think I have though. Maybe about James Cameron, possibly. uh, wish I could say, oh, well, what's up, Jordo? Gotta get my Halloween watch in before it's too late. Yeah, I know it's getting close. I gotta watch a Halloween movie. I haven't watched a Halloween movie yet. Yeah, Bone Lake. I haven't seen Bone Lake. Yeah, I heard that Thanksgiving 2 is supposed to come out. Top 5 Wes Craven movies for you, Kenny. Number 1's probably Nightmare on Elm Street. Number 2 would be would it be Scream? It would probably be Scream. Number 3 would be Scream 2. Number 4 would be People Under the Stairs. And number 5 would be Last House on the Left. I actually really like Last House on the Left. The last time I watched it, I really enjoyed it. But I'm sure there's something else that I'm blanking on that he did. But I'll say that. I like Swamp Thing quite a bit too. I don't know if it'd be in top 5 though. We need Hostel on 4K now. Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, Go. I think that's a Disney property though. I don't even think Go has a Blu-ray, does it? Yeah, I think that Idle Hands. Did I put that in my video recently of ones that I wouldn't upgrade? That movie probably would look good on 4K though. Nice. Yeah, Fletch. Fletch is a good pick. Yeah, Thanksgiving was okay. It was okay. I didn't think it was that great to be honest. I watched that on Netflix. I did not buy it on physical media. I like that Steelbook though. It was just when it came out, it was like $50. They do. I agree with you. I don't like the Steelbook only releases. I don't. It's not a horrible price at $34.99, but also it's on Lionsgate Limited, which charges shipping, and you know, it is what it is. Yeah, Pan's Labyrinth is great. Hellboy's okay. That's a good one. See no evil, hear no evil. Yeah, we need some more Richard Pryor. Um, I don't know about that, but if I know Arrow Video, they're not going to charge $200. That's not really what Arrow Video does. Not for 5 movies. Maybe if they had all 13, it would be that. But for 5, I expect it to be the same price as like the Hellraiser Quartet of Torment or the Psycho Collection. 60, 70, 80 at the most. We got the Turtle set coming out. That's 3 movies, and that was what, 65. So maybe 100, at the most would be 5 Halloween films, but I don't see them doing $200. They don't. Arrow doesn't really do that. That's an imprint thing. Um One thing is for certain, shout situation, whatever that means, is going to be great for Arrow and other boutique labels, not great in general, mind you. No, I don't think it's going to be great in general. I mean, less options and less people competing is never a good thing. We went through that a few years ago at Best Buy. Jasper playing 9, thank you so much for the super chat. $4.99 super chat. Ken, will you be getting hardware items like speakers plus receiver? You always ask that. Or maybe it's somebody else that asks that too. At Black Friday prices to join the 5.1 surround. I am really gonna think about it hardcore. I do need some tips though. I need some tips. I need some recommendations. Maybe I'll put that in my stories when we get closer to, or community tab when we get closer to Black Friday. What should I get? I do want a basic 5.1. I do want that. I'm also kind of looking at a new TV right now. Like I kind of want to 75-inch the next upgrade, or is it a different size than that? I've really never gone beyond 65. So I want a 70 or 75-inch TV, OLED as well, which will be pretty expensive. So yeah. But thank you so much for the $4.99. Let me give you a little super clip for your troubles. Thank you so much. Where am I at here? Did he direct Mimic? I like Mimic a lot. I haven't seen it in a while though. Yeah, Burbs is one. I think it's gonna be a box set, yeah. I think it'll probably be the first 5. I don't really see it being all 13, but maybe, possibly, but I just don't see it. That would be pretty badass if it was though. Like if they revealed that Friday, that would be freaking incredible. Scavenger hunt, maybe. I didn't pick up anything in the recent Kino sale. I didn't grab one thing. You know, I don't think I grabbed anything in the June sale either. Yeah, I've been laying off of Kino a little bit, not because I don't like Kino, but because I've just got so many unwatched Kinos. I got to get around to them. Porky's needs a 4K. One 3 o'clock high. Heavenly Kid. Fast Times. Just one of the guys on 4K. Just one of the guys for sure. Yeah, yeah. 3 o'clock high is great too. Ken Carlson. The best PG. Yeah, Fast Time's a good one too. Yeah, Poltergeist. You're right about that. Selena, yeah, who is that? That's a Warner Archive, I think. So I honestly like I could see that being a criterion. I could see that being a criterion. Sony gives us Crossroads. I think it's possible. I think it's possible for them to do a 4K with a slip cover, not a steel book. I think it'll just be a slip cover. I think it's possible for sure. Yeah, 3 o'clock high is good. I watched that I think last year. I enjoyed that movie. That's a Shout Factory release. Oh, I love Secret of My Success. I've been watching that movie since I was a kid. I would honestly expect Kino to do that at some point. I feel like they will do that at some point. No, I haven't discussed Halloween yet. You know me, it takes me about 45 minutes to an hour to get into actual real topics because I'm in the chat. Disney to put out Ed Wood, that would be a great criterion for sure. The encoding on Edward Scissorhands is kind of a mess. Well, I'm not gonna say anything. I've got a whole video about it tomorrow. I'm not saying the 4K is bad. I'm not saying that, but there's other things I dive into. Yeah, it's interesting because I talk about it in my video tomorrow. The hype for Edward Scissorhands on 4K was almost non-existent. It doesn't feel like anybody cared that that was coming out at all. Like, and I can always tell hype based on like view count when I'm talking about stuff on the physical media report or likes when I'm posting something in my community tab. And when I announced Edward Scissorhands was coming to 4K, that was like one of the lowest viewed physical media reports in like the past 2 years. Nobody seems to give a shit about Edward Scissorhands coming to 4K, and that shocked me because I feel like everybody had been talking about wanting that movie come to 4K for the past few years. But I don't know. I'm going to get into some reasons why I think that is tomorrow in the video. Oh, they're definitely coming from Arrow at some point. I just don't know when. Yeah, it's gonna be an awesome release, I'm sure. I'm sure they're gonna do it up really cool with a box set and the artwork and all that stuff. What's up, Drew, dude? Uh, I mean, why not? Right? I mean, it's Halloween. Look, if you're a fan, if you're just like, oh well, it's Halloween. I got the 4Ks. I'm good. I get that. Like, if it's just another horror franchise to you, I get that. But a lot of people that love Halloween, like me, we're rabid about that franchise. Like we're gonna grab every edition if we had the opportunity to. So, I mean, I didn't get the steel books, but again, I'm not like a huge steel book guy. But a nice box set with booklets and possibly new features as well. Come on. You're gonna tell I'm not grabbing that. Like I don't care how many copies of Halloween I have in my collection. I mean, I got these movies on VHS, I got them on DVD, I've got them on no, actually I don't have them on Blu-ray anymore. You know, the weird thing is I think I only had the first one, the second one, and the third one on Blu-ray before they came out with the 4Ks. I think I was still rocking 4 and 5 on DVD and H2O Curse and Resurrection, I think I still had on DVD as well. I hadn't upgraded those to Blu-ray. And the Rob Zombie movies, I think I had on Blu-ray, and then I think I had obviously the new films I got on 4K when those came out, but I think I just had the first 3 on Blu-ray. So, but I did own the first 3 on Blu-ray, and then I got the 4K. So, yeah, yeah. I mean, you got to buy that shit. It's Halloween, right? Roberts, Joseph's son. Sorry, I still haven't gotten Weapons 4K still from Amazon. Anyone else behaving problems? Order it first day it was offered. Damn, that sucks, man. I'm having a lot of issues with Amazon. I ordered because my phone protector broke the other day, and I ordered phone protector like little glass things, and I ordered them like a month ago, and I need to cancel it and reorder it or something because there's an issue there. But also, there's a lot like my Saw 2 Steelbook got delayed. But a lot of the Scream Factory titles I ordered are I'm not supposed to get them till like an end of November, early December, which that happens sometimes. But I have noticed that Amazon has kind of been sucking with the new release deliveries lately. But that's really wild, man, because that came out like what 3 or 4 weeks ago. Weapons on 4K. So I'm sorry to hear that. Hopefully you get a notification that it's coming soon. Jasper Plane 9, 4.99 super chat. Sony 5.1 receiver is around 250. Decent speakers are great at buy at Black Friday prices or just get them in pawn shop. I mean, 250 is definitely doable, but the way I've heard from some people, it's like I got to spend $1,500 to get anything decent. So I've kind of just been building up and saving for that. But thank you for the recommendation. Thank you all for the super chats. Let me give you all a little super clip. Got my Toxic Steel. Nice. Yeah, I saw everybody was getting that. I am not getting Toxic Avenger on 4K or Blu-ray because I'm gonna wait for the Umbrella version. Because I'm getting it all 4 of them and that movie with Umbrella. Nice. That was good quality. That 4K looked really good. I remember reviewing that on the channel. Let's see. Oh, nice. Watching the Predator movies, ready for Predator Badlands. Yeah, I need to rewatch Prey. Um, I don't think I'm gonna go to the theaters to see that, but I don't know, maybe I'll take my son to see it. Uh, aren't carrying US Warner Steels anymore. Oh, really? Really? Snakes on a plane? What's up, Mills House? How you doing, man? Funny you mentioned that. My wife and I literally just watched Tales from the Hood tonight. It was my first time watching the movie. I'd never seen it. I really liked it, and my wife did not like it. So I'll just say that. But I enjoyed it. I thought it was a really good horror anthology. And then I started watching the making of documentary. They actually put a making of documentary on it. That was pretty good. Snakes is serpent. Oh, that would be cool if that was it. But also that would kind of suck because I just bought the Blu-ray from Screen Factory for like 16 bucks. Yeah, the complete series of the Night Gallery. Who's that coming out from? Is that coming out from Imprints? Haunted Castle. Oh, you talking about from the the Japanese? But I mean, I've got that. Yeah, I've got volume 2, so I need to dig into those at some point. Radiance really does a good job. I'm sleeping on them for sure. I need to check out more of their releases because their stuff looks good and the special features and the supplemental material that they offer, like there was some really good stuff on that Malpertese. I think that's how you pronounce it. I mean, I watched the movie and they say it like multiple times, and I think it's Malpertese. But, there was some great stuff on there. Like, the director had an interview, and he's, like, 90 years old, and it was a good interview. That is true. That is very true. It does suck. Oh, awesome. Well, thank you for being here even at 2 a.m. I appreciate it. Yeah, get on that shit, man. You know what? At this point, just wait till next summer and watch it. Like it's Jaws in the summer. There is nothing better than watching that movie like around 4th of July. I freaking love watching around 4th of July. Yeah, that'd be great Arrow release for sure. I got the Outland 4K right here actually. It's already here. I've also got Red Planets on 4K as well. So I'm going to be diving into those as soon as November hits. Indiana Jones or Jackass 3D? Yeah, maybe going to the movies is possible. I did see him post that. I don't know where he got that from, but I know that I was speculating Mars Attacks in 2026 as well, just because of the anniversary. So hopefully that's true, and hopefully it's Arrow Video because I would love a Mars Attacks 4K from Arrow Video. I love Mars Attacks. It's one of my favorite Burton films. I freaking grew up with that movie. I'm super nostalgic for it. I love Tom Jones. Great soundtrack in the film. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That movie's got one of the best casts in any movie. I mean, the cast in that movie is insane. Um, I think Scream has 1 or 2 years left of physical media, then streaming, they're loading more and more movies. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Yep. Yep. I do think it's that, Kim. Honestly, I haven't seen Snakes on a Plane since the theaters. I remember thinking it was okay. I don't remember loving it though. Let's see. William Cat's Rattled. Yeah, that would be cool. The Crow. No, I'm not watching The Crow. I mean, I watched The Crow um when the 4K came out. I'm honestly not a huge fan of The Crow, I'll be honest. I was in that review and I got shit on for it for my opinion, but I mean, I've been watching it since it came out. Like I've got the movie on VHS, but I just don't remember. It just wasn't as cool to me now as it was when I was a kid. The movie's just kind of bad to me. The touring grandpa's here, newbie here. Any idea what sales are like for physical media these days? Will it ever go away? Hope not. As I get tired of all the streaming platforms and started buying 4K movies. I mean, there's a lot of great sales right now. I mean, you strike while the iron's hot. This is a great time. I don't think there's been any better time to get into collecting physical media than right now. Stuff is super affordable. As long as you're not buying everything day one and you're waiting till stuff drops in price and you don't care to miss out on a steel book, you can get a lot of great stuff for very cheap. There are sales running all the time. Like you could build a 4K collection, a really great 4K collection for like, I don't know, 500 bucks or something. And I'm not saying do it all at once, but over like the course of a year, take advantage of the groove sales, all the sales going on from multiple boutique labels, all the sales going on Amazon all the time. The 3 for 30s, the 3 for 33s. Like there's always great sales. Always great sales. So yeah, it's a great time to be a collector of physical media for sure. Uh well, at least you don't have to worry about spending, 40 for a box set. Society was great. Yes, the ending is wild. I was trying to get my wife to watch that with me tonight, but she wanted to finish up our list, so that's why we watched Tales from the Hood. But hopefully we'll watch that soon. Shock treatments. Yeah. Is that what is shock treatment? I don't know if I've seen that. Uh okay, Ernest Goes to Camp. See, I don't have Ernest Goes to Camp at all in the collection. I've got Jail on Blu-ray and I've got Christmas and Scared Stupid on DVD. Let's see. Oh, what's up, Captain Horror? How are you doing? I have not watched Dawn of the Dead yet. I don't know. Here was my plan. I was gonna watch it and I was gonna put out the video on Halloween that I watched Dawn of the Dead. I don't know if I'm still gonna be able to do that because I got some other stuff I got to get to, so I might have to save that for later. But I do want to watch Dawn of the Dead. I didn't pick up Sawbones. I did pick up Doctor Giggles though. It went down to $10 on Amazon. And I grabbed it. I grabbed that. Yeah, Top Gun Maverick, that's what I was thinking because the Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1 didn't do very good. The budget was too high. So, um, no, I haven't watched it yet, but I did buy it. I bought a ton of these Blu-rays, guys, for like 8, 9, $10. So I will watch it. Let's see. All right, guys, I'm already behind. Thank you all for being here, though. I haven't ordered Hardboiled yet. I haven't. I was trying to decide where to order it from. Was I going to get it from Orbit, Diabolic, and now this came out, and now it's almost here. And I'm probably just going to order it from Amazon and see what happens, honestly, at this point. I mean, they got to do something because they're losing the youth. I mean, there's no doubt about that. I mean, the people like us, like, yeah, we're going to go see these movies, but they're losing the younger people. So they got to do something to get them back. Let's see. Shout will survive until the private equity firm that owns them finish stripping the company to nothing. Yeah, yeah. That's what'll happen. And it'll take a good year, 2 years for that to happen, but it'll happen. No, I didn't. I will probably talk about that in my upcoming collection update. I don't think I'm gonna do a regular review for it. But maybe I will. I don't know because there's probably a video I can make where I compare it to the Shout Steelbook and the Shout 4K because I got both of those. So maybe I can do a comparison video. I don't know. We'll see. I need Poltergeist 3 on 4K. Oh, okay. Who's surprised by layoffs from all the studios at this point? Hollywood has been on. Yeah, I mean, that's what I was thinking. I mean, movies aren't making money, so that's why people are losing their jobs. That's just what happens. We do have 300 people in the chat, guys. Thank you all so much for being here. Hit the like button if you haven't already. I would appreciate that. Fast break. Saturn Videos here. I'd assume Criterion would put out Del Toro's Frankenstein. They will. Yeah, that will happen because they put out the Pinocchio movie. Nightmare Alley is coming. What was the other one they did? I mean, they do all of his films. Oh, Shape of Water just came out. So yeah, I have no doubt that that'll happen. And they've done Netflix movies before, as long as they're prestige Netflix movies that get like Oscar recognition. What's up, Frankie? How you doing, buddy? 78 likes. We better have more likes than that now. Golly, guys, what are you all doing? What are you all doing to me? You're killing me with the 78 likes. What is this? Guys, who watched It Welcome to Derry on HBO Max? My wife and I dropped a review for that on our channel tonight, so go check it out. Married with Media, it's linked down below in the description. Go check it out after the live stream. But we got 123 likes. About 150, I'll give away Edward Scissorhands on 4K. I don't know if I got anything else to give away. I'll look around. Maybe Jacob's Ladder. I don't think I've given away that 4K code yet. Let's see. Oh, there's tons of people that would buy that. I mean, you may not want it, but there would be tons of people that would want that, you know? Yeah, they could do a double pack of that. I mean, there was a rumor that Fear the Babysitter movies are coming to 4K like a year or so ago. See, I like Prom Queen. That was probably my favorite of the 4, to be honest. Just because it was just silly, like old school slasher stuff. And I discovered this about myself. I like horror movies set at the prom. There's just something with that aesthetic that I really gravitate towards. So I think that's why I love Carrie. I love Prom Night 2. So that might be it. Yeah, they've got so many movies they could do, you know. And I honestly think that would bring, like, the kids into physical media, like, doing cool stuff like that. Think of that trilogy that came out, that, like, girly trilogy. My wife and I actually watched those movies. It's like To All the Boys I Loved Before. They did 3 of those. They could do, like, a really pretty box set with all kinds of stuff on it. I don't know, but, like, and sell that to, like, teenage girls. Like, I feel like they would buy that stuff, and that would get, like, a new generation into physical media. I don't know. Yeah, exactly. I'm like a Lionsgate Limited, like, like Vinegar, like any boutique website, you know? Yeah, Squid Game, like a Squid Game box set. Like, come on. Come on. I mean, they have to put some money behind it, but they would kill it. Yeah, I haven't seen Serpent in the Rainbow, you know? I wouldn't put Shocker in my top 5. I wouldn't put Deadly Friend. I think it's a lot of fun. Or I wouldn't put Deadly Blessing either. So there's a lot of Wes Craven movies that are just kinda mid to me, as the kids would say. He's got a lot of great stuff, but he's got a lot of mid stuff too. Twilight was really scary. Really? What's up, Aaron? I love the era releases of Deep Blue Sea and Dark City. Yeah, Dark City was amazing. Amazing. Yeah, 77 is what I want them. Yeah, I might as well, right? And then y'all can't say shit. All right. I got a 77-inch OLED with surround sound Dolby Atmos. Can't say shit. I'm just kidding. Hey, at least I'm upfront with you guys. I tell you, look, I don't have the full sound setup. My sound bar is pretty damn good though. It really is. Like if I've got that thing full blast, like it's supposed to like it's got some kind of technology that like reverberates off the walls. I've got it right in the center of the room, and I'll feel it like all around. Again, I know it's not like the real thing, but it's supposed to simulate the 7.1. Oh, Costco, huh? No, no Blu-rays are included with that. It's just the 4Ks. Just the 4Ks. What's up, Magic Hands? What's up, Ryan? The 2 Halloween movies from Rob Zombie. I hate the first one. I hate it. Like, it's last place in my ranking. Hate. I've always hated it. And, the second one, I did not like at all when I saw in the theaters. I hated that as well. And, recently, well, it was like 2018, I rewatched it, and I didn't think it was that bad. I thought it was more tolerable than the first one. I just don't like the origin story. So, the second one is pretty good, I think, to me, and the first one sucks, but that's just my opinion. Nice. The Mask is at least top 3 physical media releases all year. Nightmare's in there too. So, I've got my top 3 already. I don't know what's gonna surpass them, but it's, they're firmly in there for sure. Maybe Dirty Work is also in there. That was a great release too. I mean, I talked about that on the physical media report this week, and they're saying it's not because of Lionsgate, more so it's because of the distributor of the movie. They have different deals with different regions, and they don't want that to interfere or crossover with the dealings that they have. So if you're in the US, you can't buy the Australian version and vice versa. I don't know. People in Canada said they can still order it, but that's probably just because Canada doesn't have a release, so they can probably just have their pick and order wherever they want. I'm sure there's gonna be some ways to get around it, like, if you really want it, but you're gonna have to pay more money, I'm sure. Um, yeah, I mean, mine hasn't shipped either. Yeah, for sure it will. What's up, Smirk? Yeah, look, I understand that. I mean, it's all collecting and what you're willing to buy, what you're willing to spend your money on. It's all very personal. It all has to do with your own collecting journey. Like, what have you been through before? Like, some people have done this so many times. They're like, I'm just not doing it anymore. It's just not worth it to me. I completely understand that. But like me and my situation, I mean, I've been collecting Halloween films since I was 13 or 12 or 13. I got Halloween 4 on VHS probably 1997, 1998, somewhere around there. And that's when my love for the franchise started. With that movie, I got it as a Christmas gift. So, I mean, I bought that, but I haven't bought those movies a ton. You know, I didn't get the Scream Factory set. Like once I got my DVDs, I stuck with those for a while, you know, and then I bought a few of them on Blu-ray, then I got the 4Ks, and that's pretty much all I bought for Halloween. I've got a few steel books here and there as well, but I made those DVDs last a long time. So, you know, now I'm at the point where it's for I mean, of course I'm gonna get a Halloween box set. It's like not that the shot releases are bad, but it's like I want that box set, all of them together. Uh, oh, is it on Orbits? Yeah, so Friday, my wife's work until 8. I gotta hand out candy, so I'm probably gonna have my son take my daughter around, but my son's like 15, so he doesn't really trick or treat anymore. But I'll have him take her around the neighborhood. Or I'll have him hand out candy and I'll take her around the neighborhood. I'm just hoping it's not raining because it's been raining all day today. Nice. Yeah, completely understand. Completely understand. Thank you for saying that, Jasper. Yeah, you know, look, you don't have to donate. You don't have to, but I appreciate it when you do. And if you really want me to read what you got to say in the chat, again, I try to get to everybody. I really do. But the super chat does help prioritize your comments. Okay, that's a good tip, R6 cover tops. What's up, film physicality? How you doing, buddy? Damn, it says December. What the hell? What the hell? Just get the slipcover, man. Just cancel it. Get the slipcover. The slipcover is better than the steelbook cover anyway. I'm just trying to help y'all save some money. Yeah, Weapons is on HBO Max if you want to test it before you buy it. I enjoyed the hell out of that movie. I did. Probably so. If you could pick 3 from my backlog, what are your picks? The Mouth of Madness, Sleepy Hollow, Halloween. Are these movies you've never seen? Okay. So, if these are movies you've never seen, I would definitely say Poltergeist is a must. I would definitely say Sleepy Hollow, especially this time of the year, is a must. And I would say, I mean, Rosemary, if you really like horror, you got to go back to the basics and watch Rosemary's Baby. So I would say that all 3 of those are kind of essential. Halloween 4, I love it. Jason Takes Manhattan, I love it. Night of the Creeps is good. Pumpkinhead's good. In the Mouth of Madness, I love it. I don't think those are like essentials, but the other ones are kind of essential to me. That's just my thoughts. Manual with a $5 super chat. You should do another live ranking on your LB. You've ranked Burton, Cronenberg, De Palma, Shyamalan. We need Carpenter or Craven ranking net. I gotta. Well, I guess no. I didn't watch all the. I didn't rank all their films, did I? I could maybe do that. I was thinking maybe because we're close to Halloween, maybe I could do my Halloween ranking tonight. I ranked Nightmare and Friday a couple of weeks ago. So maybe I can do Halloween tonight if you guys want to when we get towards the end of the stream. Yeah, Umbrella actually put it out there that they've got the first 2. So I don't think we're gonna get 3 or Victor Crowley, but I think they're gonna do the first 2 at some point. But thank you so much, Manuel and the Abyss, for the super chat. Let me give you all a little super clip for your troubles.
She got a great ass, and you got your head all the way up it.
All the way up in him. Yeah, I don't know why I never watched it. I always remembered it, but I never watched that one. I mean, it's a good one. I enjoyed it, especially the little Puppet Master inspired segment. I thought was pretty cool. But they were all pretty good. I liked them all. And the wraparound one is really good too. That has a really awesome ending. It's a good 4K, but the special features kind of suck. But it's a good 4K. Like if you want the film in the best possible quality, like if you love it like I do, then yeah, I would go ahead and get it. Did what'd you send me in the mail? I don't think I got that. That's a good question, Kevin. If I was 15, I would say Denise Richards, hands down. But at 40, I would say Dina Myers. Dina Myers. I don't know why that shift happened, but it did. It happened probably about 5-10 years ago. And also Dina Myers still looks fantastic today. And Denise Richards, you know, God love her, does not look fantastic today. Let's see. Creep Show, Tales from the Dark Side, and Tales from the Hood are my favorites. All good ones. You know, I don't know what I would say my favorite horror anthology is. Maybe Creep Show 2. But I feel like there's another one. Universal owned Tales from the Hood, so Scream Factory should do a 4K release. Yeah. Oh, did you get that Scarface box set? Yeah, I mean Denise Richards in that movie. My God, I mean I was 12 when I saw that movie in the theaters. So yeah, but Dina Myers does take her top off, and Denise Richards does not in that movie. So that's an edge that she has a little bit. Yeah, it was kind of weird that Arrow didn't do a 4K box set of that last year. Doesn't it just sound fantastic? God, I love Arrow Video. I do. They're doing all my favorite movies. They did Demolition Man last year, The Mask, Mars Attacks. Come on, they're killing it. They're Turtles coming soon. I love them. We should just sell out the Tom Atkins figure right now. Thrill me. Hopefully, Vinegar Syndrome drops some bangers. Oh yeah, the Vinegar Syndrome. Look, I am thinking maybe I'll do a live on Saturday because I'm off doing the Vinegar Syndrome announcements. I might do that on Saturday. I'm also going to do a video early about the Arrow Video announcements as well. All right. I'm still way behind, guys. Jeez Louise. I did get the Drag Me to Hell 4K. I did. I don't think anything's getting discontinued anytime soon, but maybe. Again, in the next year or so. Are you shitting me, Uncle Willie? They got that back again? Holy shit. Everybody go to Groove if you don't have that set. Oh, yeah. I vaguely remember they did a sequel. Yeah, I love Thinner, man. That's one of my favorites. I was so excited when they did that. I wish they would have done a 4K, but when they did that Blu-ray release, Scream Factory last year, I love that movie. I've been watching that since I was a kid. Thinner. No, I didn't get that one. Is that a good one? Yeah, but I would say that it is I don't feel like they beat you over the head with it. I mean, there's clearly a theme and a message that they're going for, but it's a little bit more nuanced than a lot of stuff you'd see in newer films now. So, I think they did it really well, and a lot of movies in the '90s, honestly, did it very well. Like, you got stuff like Boys in the Hood and Menace to Society, like, they actually have something legitimate to say, and I don't think, you really get that much right now. So, but they don't really beat you over the head with it. It's there for sure, but I mean, a lot of movies have that kind of social commentary. Um, but it's a good movie, you know. I mean, movies are political at the end of the day. I mean, they always have been. It's nothing new. Let's see. Danny, you don't collect 4Ks. Let's see. Yeah, not Disney. I was talking about Paramount. I've talked about Disney tonight too. No, because I got most of those. I'm pretty sure I got almost every Lionsgate Steelbook release. Oh, I didn't get Salvador. Was that pretty good? Corpse Ride did look amazing. Well, I mean, Scream Factory is a sub-label of Shout Factory. So yeah, if Shout Factory goes, then Scream Factory goes too. Yeah, they have Irishman, Marriage Story, Roma. Um, what else have they done? Those are the three I can think of, but they've definitely done some other ones. Hell yeah, man! I would, I would take a Blade 2. I would take a Blade 2 Criterion in a heartbeat. Let's see. Okay, Welcome to Dairy. Yeah, I was kind of shocked by how much I enjoyed it. Jacob's Ladder is really good picture quality. It's not like one of the best I've ever seen, but it's got some really great features on it. There's some great features on that. But I'll talk about that in my end of the month wrap up. Yeah, we'll see. I have no problem bouncing off of a show if it's starting to suck. No, I did it with The Last of Us season 2. So if it starts to suck, if I'm not into it, I'm not a completionist when it comes to TV shows. Now, if I'm not into a movie, a lot of times I'll still finish it. But when it comes to a show, life's too short. I'll just quit. So, uh, if it starts to be like that, but I was really drawn into the first episode. So, oh, and you're not alone. There would be so many people that Stranger Things has. They could keep that website in business and fund every other release just off the sales for Stranger Things and probably Squid Game too. And that's another thing, like, they don't have to license anything, like, they own it all, you know? So it's I don't know. It's just stupid to me. They do have Blu-ray, but yeah, Daredevil, I think didn't the Daredevil and didn't all the, Marvel stuff for Netflix get at least DVD, or did they get Blu-ray too? Oh, yeah, Black Mirror, like a box set of that, Ozark, hell yes, man. Yeah. Yeah, I need to check out Serpent for sure. I've heard great things about it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Screw that damn pumpkin. They can shove that pumpkin up their ass. I'll take that Arrow Video box set any day of the week. Damn, I need to watch that. That would be cool. Silver Bullet's a great movie. I love Silver Bullet. Look, when I was growing up, I've talked about this before. I did not have Nickelodeon. I didn't have cable until I was like 12 or 13. So I grew up with Goosebumps. I watched very few episodes of Are You Afraid of the Dark? So I would say Goosebumps, in my opinion. Yeah, we're getting a couple of Dust Devils on 4K. Let's see. Young Sherlock Holmes. Yeah, I got coffee on my freaking face, guys. I'm shocked they have not done Jingle All the Way. I mean, it's Disney, but like they have to do that this year. They have to. Or maybe next year because it's the 30th anniversary next year. Maybe we'll get Home Alone 2 this year and then we'll get Jingle All the Way next year. Oh, sweet, man. 83. Jeez Louise. Hell yeah, man. Yeah, the hardware release was fantastic. I didn't love the movie, but it was a fantastic release. Yeah, I'm glad you did too, man. I'm glad you did too. All right, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and hold my spot here, and let me get into some of the stories we got going on. Let's go over to Arrow Video and see what they got going on because I got to at least discuss what I got on my thumbnail, right? Or this stream really would be clickbait. I get accused of clickbaits, but if I didn't talk about what's on the thumbnail, I really would be clickbaiting. All right, so we have got to talk about Winona Ryder's birthday. Um, I'm just joking. How old is Winona Ryder? It doesn't even say. She's got to be like what, 55 or 56 or something by now. What's your favorite Winona Ryder film? Let me know. All right, that's the tease. Okay, so all right, I don't have the oh, I don't think they did this on the I'm gonna have to get on YouTube. I'm gonna have to pull this up on YouTube, guys. Because I don't think Arrow Video did the trailer, but pretty much Arrow Video dropped the trailer for they dropped the trailer for Halloween 4. All right. How everything's frozen. Am I even still live right now or did it kick me off? This is why I don't pull up all these freaking websites. Now everything's spinning and I can't see myself. Can you guys still hear me? Can you see me? I mean, I'm looking at my phone. I'm still live, but my entire computer is frozen. All right. Well, look, I'm gonna wait a second. Let's talk about this snake image. Okay. I can't see the chat or anything right now, but I think I'm still live and I think you guys can still hear me. And we'll wait and see if my computer comes back to life. But we have got an image of a snake right here. And this is a tease for this Friday for Arrow Video. I think it's snakes on a plane. I think that makes a lot of sense because it's a new line video release. All right, I'm back. Can you guys hear me now? Son of a bitch. Oh my goodness, guys. The snake got me. No, I guess I just had too many tabs pulled up. I don't know what is going on. But I'm not pulling up YouTube again. So basically what happened today is we got a tease. Or do you guys want me to continue with the Arrow video snake talk? I should probably do that first. All right, let me pull this back up. I'm so frazzled and pissed off. Now my computer's doing more stupid crap. What are you doing? Forget sound. I need like a new computer. Like that's what I need. That's what I need. Um you just appreciate how bad that I love the H4 mask. I love it because it's so realistic. It's like that's what it's a shitty Dollar General store mask. Like you see them all the time. It's a shitty Dollar General store mask. So it makes a lot of sense that that is what it would be. All right. I'm back. Okay. I hope you guys can hear me. So yeah, it makes sense that that's what it'd be. That's what he would get. But anyway, back to Snake Talk. Snake Talk 2025. Or Snake Watch, I guess what we should call it. So what do you guys think this is? Because I heard people say Anaconda. I heard people say, Snakes on a Plane too. Another thing that was coming up was Escape from New York and Escape from LA, which I thought was kind of interesting. And you got Snake Plissken, so there's the connection there. And it's not as on the nose as Snakes on the Plane or Anaconda, but Arrow Video has done that kind of stuff before where they'll play around with the title and do stuff that way or play around with the tease. So yeah, a lot of people are saying Escape from New York, Escape from LA. Somebody in the chat said, "Oh, it's definitely Halloween," and I thought that was pretty funny because snakes I don't think has anything to do with Halloween. So yeah, Escape from LA, Escape from New York would be kind of cool if they did that, but that could only be UK because Scream Factory still has Escape from New York and Paramount has Escape from LA, so it would have to be UK. But I would be down for a big box set of Escape from New York. Actually, I've already got a big box set of Escape from New York from Studio Canal, so maybe I wouldn't. But I do love that movie, and have both of them together, that would be kind of cool. But I really think it's going to be Snakes on a Plane. I mean, we got Deep Blue Sea, like they're in on the creature feature stuff. I feel like that's a no-brainer that it's going to be Snakes on a Plane. It could be Slither, but again, I really think it's Snakes. Somebody said it's I don't know if they would do a tease for I almost bought on Blu-ray.com, but I haven't got around to it yet. It's like $10. Mike does not think it's Escape from New York. He's not on that bandwagon. Anyway, so since Arrow Video doesn't want to promote it on their actual Instagram page, maybe I can look up X. Maybe they did it on X. But regardless, I don't have to show you an image. I've got it on the thumbnail. Halloween 4, they showed a trailer for the Halloween 4 4K restoration today. And apparently they've also done Halloween 5. I cannot find where Halloween 5 is, where that trailer is. But I did see Halloween 4. I posted it in my community tab on YouTube. And it was pretty cool, like to see the Arrow logo with Halloween 4. And again, it's pretty much an indicator that they're at least doing the first 5. Like if they showed you a trailer for 5 and 4, like they're at least doing the first 5. They haven't done 2 and 3 yet, which you could say, well, hold on now. Why haven't they done 2 or 3? Maybe they're just going to do a UK edition of 1. UK edition of 4 and UK edition of 5, and that's it. Maybe they won't do 2 or 3. Maybe they can't get them from Universal. I don't know. But it is interesting, and it just adds further evidence that a box set is imminent from Arrow Video, and hopefully we get some kind of a tease for that this Friday. But that's the Arrow news. But yeah, we got the snakely image that look, regardless, I think people are going to be greatly anticipating what Arrow Video has to put out there this Friday. And this is going to kick off their 2026 as well. So it's going to be a pretty big deal. Last January they had some good stuff as well. The Cell and The Gift and Usual Suspects. And there's a lot of good stuff. Inglorious Bastards. Like they announced a lot of cool things last oh, yeah, it could be Indiana Jones, of course. Yeah, Disney. Maybe they took it from Disney. Or would it be Paramount's? I don't know who has Disney. I mean, Paramount put out the 4Ks, but I know LucasArts has Disney. All right, let's get into the other bit of news real quick and talk about what Diabolic DVD posted. And this went up on their Instagram. I want to say 2 days ago. I guess I could look on here and see. I guess it was just yesterday they put this up. But this was they got it right here, guys. October 28th. 10/28 update. Shout Factory didn't make enough inventory, guys. Can you believe that? Shout Factory didn't make enough inventory, which, like, how can you not make enough inventory for Hardboiled? How could you not know that a movie that people have been clamoring for, asking for, wanting, waiting for patiently for the past like 20 years, or I guess 10 years, maybe 5 years to get a 4K, some kind of definitive edition, you didn't make enough copies of it and are waiting on an ETA for the rest. So Diabolic is putting out there that they do not have enough copies. So if you put in your pre-order through them, you can cancel it. They're offering you that option to cancel your order. And they want you to pre-order through the site. And but they're also throwing out there that it is their understanding that the stock will be limited everywhere. So they're pretty much saying that this is not going to be just a Diabolic problem. You're likely to get your stuff delayed if you ordered off of Groove, if you ordered off of Orbitz, if you ordered off of Amazon as well. Maybe the only site you won't get delayed is the actual Shout Factory website. Maybe that will not be delayed. But honestly, if you ordered from the Shout Factory website, you should have yours right now because they ship their stuff out like at least a week or two in advance, a lot of their stuff. But I don't think that's the case with Hardboiled. I haven't seen anybody show this thing off. I haven't seen any pictures of it at all. So I don't think that's the case with Hardboiled. But I have heard that people say that they've received shipping notifications if they've ordered from Shout themselves and it's on the way. I have heard people say that. So hopefully people will be getting this soon. Oh, there was another super chat from Carrie Witz. Thank you so much. $1.99. State of Grace needs a 4K. See that, Ken. What movie is that, Carrie? I don't think I've seen that. When I hear State of Grace, I think it's like a show or something. Oh, it's a Sean Penn film. No, I haven't seen that. Robin Wright. It's a great cast. Ed Harris, Gary Oldman, John C. Riley, Robin Wright. That's John Turturro. That's a great cast. But thank you so much for the $1.99, ma'am. Hardboiled is delayed though. It looks like at least through Diabolic, and I'm assuming that it'll also get delayed at other places. I can't imagine that it's not going to get delayed at Amazon. They delay everything, So I can't imagine that if you ordered it from Amazon, it's not going to get like a week or two delay. But I don't know, guys. To me, I posted about this in my community tab. This just again further proves that Shout Factory's priorities are elsewhere, and their eye is not on the prize right now. Their eye is not on the ball when it comes to their physical media. It doesn't feel like they care. Like, how could they not be prepared for Hardboiled on 4K? Like, this should have been a top priority. And to only give these distributors 1/4 of their copies, like, what kind of shit is that? You know? But it is what it is. What do you guys think about this? Let me know in the chat. All right, let me stop this screen. All right, guys. Look, I do my best here. I do my best. My computer is just like doing all kinds of crazy shit tonight. The mayor says it could be a UK edition of Halloween 3. Remember the snakes coming out of Little Buddy's mask? Oh, you got a point there, Mayor. You got a point. You talking about the one that Blue Underground just put out? That was pretty good. Back to the Outback. Yeah, Serpent and the Rainbow would be cool. Nice, nice. I just want someone to do Friday the 13th. That's all I ask. Friday the 13th box set? I mean, we got one, Alden. We got one. I mean, but if you want a 4K box set, that we don't have yet. I think that Paramount might do a 1 through 8 box set. I don't think you'll ever see them all together though. I heard that too. And it just seems too good to be true. It just seems too good to be true. I don't think they're going to do it. I would flip out though if they did. I would flip the hell out if that happened. But I don't think that's it. I don't. Nacho Libre is coming in December. That is true. Splice, huh? Splice. I wouldn't care. I don't care who does it. Vinegar, Arrow, they both do a great job, so I don't care. You know. I do have a preference. I would prefer it from Arrow. I feel like I would just feel a little bit more comfortable with the artwork, I guess. Not that Vinegar Syndrome doesn't have really good artwork, but sometimes they can be a little bit miss. Um, but I don't know. That's one of my all-time favorite movies. That's like top 50 movies of all time for me for sure. Yeah, I need to go ahead and pre-order it, and hopefully I'll get it, within a week or so of its release. What's everybody watching tonight? I started History of Violence because I got my Criterion Flash sale stuff in, and I got Altered States and History of Violence. So I started watching History of Violence on 4K before the stream. So I'm going to try to finish that and maybe do some kind of a review for that. I may watch Altered States and try to do like a double review or something. I wish Criterion had done the John Woo films instead of Shouts. Yeah, maybe. I mean, Shout's going to do a good job though. Like those are gonna look good. I don't ever doubt Shout Factor in terms of like the quality of their 4Ks because they've done some really great 4Ks. But yeah, I see what you're saying though. Oh, you got an insert for hard boiled? Shit. Yeah, Megan 2.0 is okay. Scream 2 on Showtime, man. That takes me back to my childhood, like watching Scream 2 on a movie channel. Holy shit. Scream 3 on Showtime too? Hopefully it is. I wonder why they would just short Diabolic. I wonder what's going on there. I don't know, man. Some people said that, but it's like, wouldn't it be more widespread than that if that was the issue? Like, why is it just like certain releases here and there? Like, there has to somebody drop the ball somewhere within these companies. Like, maybe that is the issue, but like at the same time, you should have been a little bit more prepared for a release like this. Like, this is maybe probably going to be their best selling release between Shout and Scream Factory of 2025, like for sure. And also, you got another company on the horizon that's going to do a box set. Like, you should be doing everything you can to service this release and the customer. Otherwise, they're going to cancel it and order the Arrow video version. So, and I think a lot of people are doing that now. Oh, really? That's interesting. Gonna wait for the Arrow video version of Hardboiled, then compare each release and buy Arrow. Um, we'll probably see the shop problems and make sure they make plenty. Yeah. Oh, watching Dream Master. That's a great. Are you watching the 4K? Because that's a great 4K. Yeah, I kind of feel the same way. I mean, I've been kind of going back and collecting. I mean, I talked about this in a recent video, the older Screen Factory titles anyway. So all these sales have been great because I'm really going back and trying to pinpoint some of these ones that I need. And again, I don't care if they get 4K. Some of them have 4Ks, and I'm just getting the Blu-rays because they're too cheap to pass up. Like somebody asked me, they're like, Day of the Dead is $5. That Blu-ray was $5. I don't know if it still is or not. They're like, "Should I just get the Blu-ray because they took the 4K down off the website?" I'm like, "Well, the 4K will come back likely." But to me, like, yeah, the 4K is gonna look better. That Blu-ray looked really good, and that Blu-ray's got the, documentary on it, and I don't see the 4K having anything new in terms of special features. It's probably still gonna have the documentary and everything it had before. It's just gonna be a new 4K restoration. So, $5 versus $35 for a new 4K, and you're getting all the great value of the $5 with the new documentary and new special features, audio commentaries, all that good stuff. Like, just get the damn thing on for $5. Like, you can't beat that. You know, maybe you love it, and then you'll get the 4K when it comes out, but you can't beat that. That's great value. I mean, I got a hell of a sale off of a 4K title, but I'm going to talk about that in a separate video. But let me get on Blu-ray.com real quick, and we can go over some of these deals because I posted about some of them in my community tab, but there's more that have popped up. Um, all right. So this is, oh my God, what am I doing? Here we go. No, I'm going up top. All right. So this is the current deals going on right now. You got the Ring collection for $39.49. End of Days is down to $28.90. Nosferatu's $28.90. Captain Kronos Vampire Hunter is $11.49. Halloween 3 is $14, guys. The Haunting's $14.49. Evil Dead's $14.49. These are 4Ks. $17.49 for Black Christmas. Night of the Creeps is down to $21.49. I do kind of want Night of the Creeps. If it was down to like 16 or 17, I would probably go ahead and get it. But if you want the Critters movies, I mean, you got basically $5 a movie or $6 a movie, $22.99 to get the box set. Tales from the Dark Side's a good price, $18.99. Child's Play 3 is $14.49. Darkman, $17.99. I mean, you got all kinds of great deals on here. Killer Clowns from the Steelbook is $21.49. In the Mouth of Madness, if you don't want to get the 4K, I mean, the Blu-ray's great and it's got, good special features on it. That's $9.49 to get that. Like the Motel Hell Blu-ray Steelbook is $9.49. And Tales from the Hood, like I paid $14 for that earlier this year. Now it's down to $11.49. Shockers $8.49. So yeah, there's still a lot of good deals. I mean, Demon Knight I got for like $15 and now it's down to $12.99. I can't recommend Bubba Hotep. Like, if that drops to $5 on 4K, maybe, but not for $20. I can't do it. But this Creepshow Steelbook's $20.49. Pumpkinhead 4K Steelbook is $18.19. Ghost Story $8.49. Exorcist 3 is $15.49 on 4K. So I mean, just a lot of really good deals. Body Bags is $8.49. But like some of these Blu-rays are real cheap. The Burning's $8. Death Becomes Her is $8.49. Vampires. Deadly Blessings $9. Pumpkinhead's $8.49. Night of the Comet's $9.49. I mean, a lot of these I've seen the 4K, and the 4K is superior, but if you don't care about that as much, these are pretty badass deals. I mean, just because all these features, like, they're still gonna have like all their features, like, and they did great features back in the day. So a lot of these have really good features. Damn it, that Prince of Darkness has not. If that Prince of Darkness would drop to like 32, I would probably get it. I don't want to pay 45 for it though, but it's down to 40. The Howling under $10, the Crush under $10, Ginger Snaps under $10. Just a lot of good stuff. I also wanted to point out, guys, that Groove is doing a sale on 4Ks, and it's a pretty damn good deal. You can get 4Ks for $12, 2 for $24 on Groove right now. And a lot of these are very recent Warner Brothers 4Ks. Lethal Weapons on here. All the Eastwood movies, Amadeus, like you can get all these for $12. Blazing Saddles, North by Northwest, Horizon. I mean, all the usual suspects, but still, if you haven't gotten these yet, Departed, Doom Part 2, like, I mean, you're getting them all for $12. Enter the Dragon, some good stuff. Twisters on here, Color Purple, Fugitive, Duel, Vacation, like 2 for $24. They're running that on groove.com. There's also a Blu-ray sale, 2 for $17. A lot of good Blu-rays on here. If you'd rather get Blu-ray. But Challengers and Boys in the Boat and American Fiction and Bike Rider says a 4K. Woman Talking. You know, if you want to watch a movie about a bunch of women talking, you know, it might be the movie for you. Man, when are we going to get a American History X on 4K? Like, that is just screaming for a Criterion 4K. Like, we need that. All right, here's the box set. Holy shit, guys. Holy shit. It is in stock for $123.98. Damn. Damn. Now, where's all these Scream Factory Blu-rays? Do they have a spot now? Are they on here? Or do I got to search them? Oh my God, they got the Cocaine Bear Blu-ray Steelbook for $15.99. Would you look at that? Falling Down. Can we get Falling Down on 4K, please? What about Pleasantville? Falling Down would be a great Arrow Video. Pleasantville would be a great Criterion. Pee-wee's Big Adventure and Eyes Wide Shut both got Criterions coming. Yeah, somebody said they had like who said earlier they were getting Scream Factory titles? I mean, there's like 251 pages of Blu-rays, so let me just see if they've got Shocker on Blu-ray or something. They do, it's in stock. Shocker's in stock. So I guess the transition is happening. They're moving stuff over to Groove. I mean, good for Groove. I like Groove. I like that they're getting these opportunities. I think that's cool. Um, but guys, we're at 174 likes. Can we get to 200? But I need to give away my Edward Scissorhands digital code. If you're ready, here we go. There you have it. And if we hit 200, I'll give away something else. I don't think I've given away Jacob's Ladder yet, so I can give that away. Other than that, I haven't really gotten a ton of stuff in. Have I given away the Smurfs digital code? Maybe I can give that away. All right, let me get back into the chats. See what y'all doing. 2 separate films featuring snakes. I mean, that would I don't think that'd be on brand for Arrow. They don't really do a lot of animated stuff, but I wouldn't complain. I mean, I love the first Land Before Time. That seems more like a Shout Factor release, though, maybe. G Kids. The last VHS release. Oh, sweet. I've got the Blu-ray of Isle of Dogs I got from Target back when it came out, and it's still sealed in the plastic. I haven't watched it yet. I need to get on that. Oh, yeah, it's definitely Snakes on a Plane. Definitely. Definitely. Oh, sweet. Yeah, I need to watch more Universal horror films and Hammer horror films. I love Scream 2. Honestly, there's days where I would say it's my favorite of the Scream movies. That would be cool. I mean, Arrow's gonna kill it. They're gonna kill it. I recommend it Illuminated. Yeah, I mean, a movie like that always felt like a no-brainer for Scream Factory to do. Like that and Identity, Vacancy, Joyride, like a lot of those movies. Oh, I don't I will not. I remember that scene very vividly. I got a little bit past the 69 in scene and into the diner scene, which is a great scene. So now things are really heating up in History of Violence. I like that movie because it's short and it gets to the point and it does not waste your time. It's like bing, bam, bam, boom, you're done. And it's a great experience. I love that movie. I remember seeing that in the theaters. Yeah, I got it for I got a video coming out about that. So maybe I shouldn't. Oh, is it? That's isn't that ironic? Isn't that ironic? Come on. It can't be that bad, right? But honestly, like I said, like I can see that. Were you expecting a masterpiece? Like it's like Walmart DVD quality probably. I mean, it's extremely low budget. I know they upped the budget, went back in and did reshoots, but I don't know. I don't know. Part of me just thinks because I've heard the first like 15 minutes is found footage. He should have just done the whole thing found footage and he could have kept it a lot cheaper. I did pick that up. I ordered that with Pearl, so I have to wait till Pearl comes to get that. But I did order it. Sweets. Nice. Enjoy those. Savor the flavor because it was a great experience. I mean, I binge watched them in like 2 or 3 days, but I loved rewatching those movies in 4K. It was so fun. Um, I'm excited for the It Follows sequel. They Follow? Yeah. You just bought John Tucker Must Die on eBay for 99 bucks? Oh my goodness. You couldn't wait, huh? Well, for your sake, I hope that nobody announces that because I would hate to pay $100 for a Blu-ray and somebody announces it for 4K. So I hope nobody announces that. I hope they don't. Yeah, and I definitely understand that. I'm trying to get more in that mindset. It's like, well, this isn't a favorites, and I just want to see the movie. Do I have to pay $40 to get this movie or blind buy this movie when there's a Blu-ray over here for 7? Like, can I just get the Blu-ray and then watch it? And then maybe I'll love it and I'll get the 4K eventually, but the 4K by then will drop in price. So I don't know. But it's just hard. So part of me is like, well, if I'm gonna get it, I need to get the definitive edition of it. But I mean, I've been going back and forth on Village of the Damned because I don't own it. And I almost bought the Blu-ray because the Blu-ray was like $7. The 4K is 20. But then I'm like, well, it's a John Carpenter movie. I got to have all the John Carpenter movies in 4K. So that kept me from doing it. It's just collecting's a constant mind f over and over again. I've almost bought that several times. I haven't seen that movie. Yeah, it's a great 4K, and that movie's got a great. I mean, yeah, the Blu-ray had it too, but it's got a great making of documentary on it. You know, because that was the first ever Scream Factory release, along with Halloween 2. Oh, sweet. Yeah, I need to just go ahead and get it. I do like that movie, but I got the Blu-ray, and I got the Blu-ray not too long ago. Oh, nice. You got the Vincent Price set for 20. Yeah, how many movies was in that? Isn't it like 6 movies or something? That is a good deal. That Steelbook is not a 4K. I think it's a 4K scan on a Blu-ray, but it's not a 4K. Um, I think they might have did a 4K Steelbook for Motel Hell, but that's the Blu-ray one. I remember picking that up at Best Buy back in the day. Yeah, I mean, I don't care. You know, a lot of these Blu-rays I'm getting, I don't think ever had slipcovers anyway, like Night Riders and Ghost Story, and I got Jack's back too with James Spader. So I don't think any of these had slipcovers, but yeah, some of them definitely did. But I just make peace with it. I'm like, well, I didn't get it day one, so it's just what happens. It's still a the release is still good. It's the movie still plays. Special features are good. I don't need it. It's fine. I've never been a completionist like that. Have to have everything with the slipcovers, except for one line in my collection, and that's the Vestron video line. There are 2 things that I need to complete that line, and I will end up paying, like, insane eBay prices if I have to do it. There is the slipcover for Class of '99. I need that, and I also need the Unholy Blu-ray with the slipcover, which is, like, out of print, going for, like, over $100 on eBay. So I have to bite the bullet and just get that at some point. Because that's the only 2 things I'm missing, and then I'll have a complete Vestron video collection, everything with a slipcover. I do want that. Yeah, I read about that movie, and I was like, "This doesn't sound that great," and people weren't very hyped up about it either, talking about it in the comments section, so I just chose to not get that. Not for the older titles you won't, but some of the newer ones you probably will. Yeah, I mean, a lot of these who paid 20 something to $30, when they came out. I get that. I mean, there's not a lot of I mean, there's some good movies now, but it's like a lot of them are disappointing for sure. So, I mean, I get that mindset. I do get more excited about watching older films on 4K versus newer films that come out on the theater. I did. We spoke about Scream Factory, Shout Factory ad nauseum. Um, but yeah, I'm at the point right now where it's just like, well, I guess we just gotta wait and see what happens. I don't see how anybody can think it's a good thing that they're shutting down their websites and moving all of their stock over to Groove. I still don't know what that means for Amazon. Why is Amazon trying to get rid of this stuff at dirt cheap? Are they really not gonna be able to sell Shout Factory, Scream Factory titles either? Is everything gonna be on Groove? Is that gonna be the exclusive home for Shout Factory, Scream Factory? Like, to me, that just ruins the brands. Like, and that lowers the options and the places that you can get the stuff, which is gonna lower your, consumer base, right? Because people aren't not everybody's gonna know to go to Groove. They know Shout Factory, they know Amazon. They used to know Best Buy, they could get that stuff in the stores and Walmart. If you're gonna make it all exclusive to Groove, you're just you're gonna kill the actual brand that way. Like, because I talk about Groove all the time, but there's not exactly hundreds of thousands of people watching my channel. So, like, you really got to get that out there to people. But I just don't see how anybody could see the lowering of options as anything other than a disaster for a boutique label, you know, to shut down their own website to get to kind of lower their standing in the physical media worlds to ruin their brand recognition. Like, I just don't see how anybody can see that as anything other than a bad thing, you know? I mean, yeah, they're not going out of business, they're moving to Groove, but that's still bad in my opinion. Bad for the brands. But what is Scream Factory, Shout Factory anymore as a brand anyway at this point? Uh, oh shit. Damn. Put Shout Factory in the search bar. Oh, okay, maybe I should have done that. Yeah, I thought about doing that. I do love my Christmas movies. Oh, thank you. Kevin gave me a super chat, $2. Thank you so much. Put Shout Factory in the search bar. Well, let me do that for you real quick. Oh, okay. Let's do this. Let's go back on there. There is 2,500 results for that. They got a lot of Shout Factory DVD stuff. Yeah, they got everything, guys. They got it all on here. Ooh, they got a Virus Haunted Hills. Yeah, it looks like they're taking their stock. Oh shit, they got the Omen collection. I thought that went out of stock. Yeah, this might be the exclusive home, guys. I don't know. That's just interesting to me. Yeah, you got pre-orders. You got all that stuff. Shout Factory on groove.com, guys. Oh, volume one's $100 on here for the blaxploitation. Damn. Ain't that something? They even got the Ace Ventura Steelbook. Yeah, it's all on here. I'm just wondering if they're still gonna do like exclusives and posters and that kind of stuff, or like, are they still gonna do the bundles and the packages and all that, or are they just doing away with that completely? And it is really gonna suck because you're gonna lose that like 2 week early thing, where you order it from Shout Factory and they deliver it early because Groove isn't gonna do that, you know. And that was always kind of a big pro with Screen Factory and Shout Factory is you could pre-order it from the website and you would get it in super early. So that kind of sucks, you know. Again, this isn't the death of Screen Factory, but it is the next step that I just don't think is a positive step. I think it's a negative step, it's going in a negative direction. But I don't know. But thank you for that. Thank you for that. Pleasantville does need an upgrade. The West set? Yeah, it'll be Oaks. The next horror masterpiece. Yeah, to be original, That's fair. That's fair. But I mean, you don't have to rip the guy apart. A lot of people are like, well, he should know how to make a good movie. He criticizes movies. So there's a big difference between like analyzing and criticizing movies and actually making a film yourself. Like there's a huge difference. That's a completely different skill set. So, and the fact that he did it, put his money where his mouth is and actually made a film when he'd been criticizing them for years, it's admirable to do. So I just don't understand why people are like trying to shit on him. That just doesn't make any sense to me. But I don't know. I don't know, guys. It's like go make your own movie, you know. Let's see. Darkness Falls. I haven't seen that one. I think they'll make a Scream 8. I've heard that this new one's supposed to kick off like a new trilogy, so there might be the Scream 9, honestly. It's over for Stuckman. Oh, who said that? Oh, yeah, Aaron said he loved Shelby Oaks. Shelby Oaks. Yeah, I think people are being harsh because they know it's gonna get them views, you know, and clicks. It's the same thing when he came out and said he wasn't gonna criticize. It was just a decision that he made that he said on his channel, "I don't wanna criticize movies anymore. I wanna be more of a film appreciation channel." And, um and everybody started complaining about that and bitching about that. It's like, worry about yourself in your own damn channel. What are you doing if you're making videos about other channels and their decisions on what they're doing? Like it's just so stupid to me. But yeah, everybody was started going nuts over that, and they just do it so they can get views because it's a hot topic. You bought Twister on DVD in 1997, bro. bro, 1997. I think, yeah, I don't even know if DVD was on my radar. I know Twister was the first DVD, so it makes sense it was $30. But I got it on VHS. I didn't get my first DVD until Mission Impossible 2, so it was 3 years. So you were on top of it when that came out. Yeah, I mean, in a lot of ways, physical media has never been cheaper. It's literally never been cheaper, like, in a lot of ways. Unless you're a steelbook collector, it's never been cheaper. Never been cheaper. I can't stop, Jasper. I've got a problem, okay? I've got a problem. I'm trying, though. It's Bob Ross's birthday. Yeah, again, I'm sure it's fine. It's fine, but don't expect it to be like Sinners or something that had like a $90 million budget and friggin' made by Ryan Coogler. Like, do you think that Shelby Oaks is gonna be the same quality because it was made by a YouTuber? You know? I'm sure it's just as good as that piece of shit that those other YouTubers made. Talk to Me. I didn't like that movie. It's not a piece of shit. It was okay. But Bring Her Back was a little bit better, but I didn't even really like that movie all that much. But that was a movie that I had to think about, and, like, maybe I'll return to it and like it more. But I didn't like Talk to Me, you know? But it was well made, it was well shot and everything. Yeah, that's what I heard when I was reading about it. I was like, "This just sounds terrible," so I didn't get it. Oh, wow, you got House of Wax with a slip? That's like a 5-year-old release, bro. Where did they show it at, Terry? Because I didn't see it on their YouTube or their social medias. Oh, okay. Okay, back to 40. That's a hefty price. That's a hefty price. For me, it is. Yeah, I need to get it. They're not closing the website. In the announcement of them getting rid of physical forever, they said they're going to introduce something else. Yeah, the something else they're introducing is the closing of their website. That's what they're introducing. We're introducing a new rewards program. It's called We're Shutting This Shit Down and Moving It All Over to Groove.com. And you can get the 20% discount on your first purchase if you've never used Groove before. Perfect. That's the new system. Uh, yeah, I know nothing's set in stone right now, but that's just that's the scuttlebutts on the street. KB said he has completely cut out Scream and Shout Factory out of his life. He's done. He hates them. Good for you, KB. Good for you. If I could only do that with Disney, we would all be better. But no, I got to continue to buy their stupid steel books with their stupid restorations and their stupid no features. And I'll be talking about this stupid ass release tomorrow. So stay tuned for that. We put out a video tonight. Did you block us, bro? I mean, we did a video. We did a review for I Know What You Did Last Summer last week. I mean, we're a little sparse with our content, but we at least get out 3 or 4 videos a month, maybe a little bit more than that. But we put out a review for It's Welcome to Dairy episode 1 tonight. Tonight. Literally tonight. Thank you, KB. It's a mystery. It is a mystery. I've heard that too, Josh. I hope somebody does for Gus's sake. Well, did Shout Factory ship outside of the US? Yeah, I might actually try to go see Shining in the theaters. Yeah, I need to upgrade. I was kind of holding out to see if Second Sight would do a 4K, but what's up, Mel? My Killer Podcast. How you doing? I hope that Diet Coke Lime is treating you well. I saw on Instagram you posted that. Dude, I got into diet soda from Diet Coke Lime. So I need to find a 12 pack of that because I haven't seen it anywhere. But I did get a bottle of it when I went to Walgreens the other day because they had it. Yeah, I need to watch that still. I need to watch it. Yeah, I would love that. Super Troopers, Beer Fest, Club Dread, Slammin' Salmon. Is that what the other one was called? Super Troopers 2. No, we don't need Super Troopers 2. DJ Depression says he shits on Stuckman because as soon as he got the opportunity to make his own movie, he stopped making critical reviews of movies so he wouldn't burn any bridges. Kind of scummy. But how is that scummy? He started making movies and he's like, I don't want to be critical of movies anymore because I know how hard it is to make movies. That's just his decision, his perspective. It may not be the same as yours or somebody else, but it's his perspective and what he wanted to do. I have zero problem with somebody like wanting to change what they do on their channel as long as they're honest about it. And I don't know. I don't get why that was such a big deal. Like it's his channel, it's his decision. Like it doesn't affect anybody else at all. Like you have the choice to watch his stuff or not watch his stuff, you know? So if you don't like it, then just don't watch his stuff. But like why does that make him a bad person? Because he doesn't want to be critical of movies anymore? I don't get it. I don't get it. I just don't get it. I think we as audiences sometimes take this stuff a little bit too personal, a little bit more personal than we should. Movies of Kevin, $5. I'm seeing Back to the Future 40th on Halloween on the big screen. Nice. Nice. I mean, not really a Halloween movie. I don't know if I would want to watch Back to the Future on Halloween, but that's cool. I would want to see Back to the Future on the big screen because I haven't yet. That is cool, Kevin. Let me give you a little super clip for your super chat because I appreciate you. This is actually what I'm hearing a lot of people saying about Chris Stuckman's new movie, Shelby Oaks.
It stinks! Someplace stinks!
It stinks. It stinks because Chris Stuckman didn't want to be critical of movies, so it stinks. Oh, dang it, stinks. It stinks. Yeah, Twister in the theater. I saw that in the theaters like 8 times. Twister is just it's probably my top 10 movies of all time. Um The grocery store nearby even had a little movie rental section. Oh, damn. I miss that. I do miss that. Oh, I was definitely an outlier on that. A lot of people liked it. A lot of people did. I liked the beginning of it. Like the first half hour, I thought it was building up nicely, and then it just turned into a generic like Insidious movie in the last hour. So I didn't get the hype. Weapons is good. Weapons is good. Starman's a fantastic film. Oh, yeah, that's the Tooth Fairy movie. I have seen that. That's Darkness Falls. I have seen that movie. That opening is intense in that movie. Dicky Pumps here. What do I think of the Silent Night, Deadly Nights 1 and 2 box set coming out? Hold on, I'll give you my thoughts.
It stinks! Someplace stinks!
That's my thoughts on the Silent Night, Deadly Night box set coming out. Dude. Dude. I got the Scream Factories and the new Silent Night, Deadly Night for inputs, dude. I don't need a VHS tape. It's tape. Damn, I got lost in the chat. Oh, it's now 15%? No, I don't have work tomorrow. I've got a new schedule, and I'm all fucked up over it. You know, I worked Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday this past weekend. This weekend I'm off Saturday and I work Sunday, Monday, but I work like 12-hour shifts, and then every other week I work to 8 to kind of supplement that 4 hours a week. It's kind of weird. But it's basically like 3 days on, 4 days off, 4 days on, 3 days off, that kind of thing. Oh, sweet. You used that, didn't you? Evolution does need a 4K. Yeah, that needs a 4K. That needs a box set. I want a box set of the jerk. I was born a poor black child. I love that movie so much. I watched Weapons tonight. It was a good one. It's a good one, man. I'm glad people are watching it. And watch it with the expectation that it's not the greatest movie of all time, please. Because just don't buy into the hype train. Like, just go into it being like, oh, this is going to be a solid mystery thriller that takes me on some fun twists and turns. And you'll enjoy it. Don't go into it thinking it's the best. It's going to be the best. It's going to change your life. It's the best horror film of the past 10 years, you know, because it's not. It's okay. Or I mean, it's better than it's good. It's a really good movie, but it's not like a masterpiece like The Shining or something. Shelby Oaks is the new Amelia Perez. I couldn't even get through that movie. My wife and I tried to watch it just so we could make a video and make fun of it. And I was like, this isn't even worth like even doing a video to make fun of it. Like, I just can't watch this. It's literally like the worst movie I've ever seen in my life. I hope you have a good night too, Travis. I know we're running late. We're past midnight. I need to get off here, but yeah, like that would just be weird, right? To be making movies, to be rubbing elbows with other filmmakers, and then you're also criticizing them. That would just be strange. So at some point, you just have to like decide like what your path is going to be, and you can't have it both ways, you know. So I completely understand him doing what he did, and it's not like he doesn't have all these past reviews where he may have ripped some of these these filmmakers' movies before, but it's just like now he doesn't want to do that anymore. It just doesn't appeal to him. So you have to respect that. You know, you have to. That's his decision. Oh, that's pretty cool. No, I do not collect. I mean, I got some Toonie Terrors. Like I used to see those at Target, and I got them. I got a few NECAs, but other than that, I don't collect. Um, what are you talking about? I won't read your comment about Sue. What were you writing about Sue? I wouldn't say I'm obsessed with Sue. I do like Sue, you know. Sue is a friend of mine on this platform, and Sue is also a great person that has always been there for me. So, of course, I will have Sue's back at any time, okay? But, so yeah, what's your problem with Sue? Are you mad because she made a video about being in debt? Are you mad about that? Did you on Reddit over it? I mean, God, y'all get a life. Get a freaking life. Again, stop taking this stuff so damn seriously. Okay. Oh, this content creator said this thing I don't like, so I hate them. They suck now. I'm gonna get on Reddit. Beep, 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 beep. Anyway, this is what happens when I go past midnight. Things get wild. That is true. That is true. And that's a good attitude to have, Kevin. You thought it was okay. You're looking forward. You saw some potential. You're looking forward to seeing what he can do next. You know, that's fair to say. See, I like Barbarian more than Weapons, but I just liked how crazy and outlandish that movie got, you know. Yep, I agree. But how is he killing his credibility? Like, I don't get where y'all come up with this shit. I just don't get well, how's he killing his credibility? He's killing his credibility. He doesn't want to be a critic anymore. He has decided he wants a new career path and he wants to be a filmmaker. So he decided it wasn't fair or right for him to try to do both. So he's like, I want to be a filmmaker, but I also still want to keep talking about movies on my channel. So I'm just going to talk about movies in a positive way and talk about stuff I enjoy. Again, I respect that. How is he killing his credibility? You guys you guys are killing me with this crap. Oh my god. I love Get Out. I loved it since I saw it in the theaters. I thought that movie was so great. I haven't rewatched it in a while though. But I get it. I mean, movies are subjective. Sometimes it's not going to land with you. The guy hates these cans. I love that movie so much. Yeah, and that's fair. And you know what? That may make him an uninteresting channel to a lot of people, and now he's not really worth checking out or watching to them, and that's fair. Again, that was his decision to make for him and his channel and the path that he wants to go on now, and it can be your decision and not watch him anymore because that's boring. You know, if he puts up a video of a movie that is out, then it's gonna be positive because he's not gonna say anything negative. So unless you just wanna know what he thought about it, about his positive thoughts, which some people do, his videos still get views, right? But obviously, like, the place we're at right now, negativity will always get more views than positivity. It just will. It just is what it is, unfortunately. We got the first one in the UK, but, we haven't got the second one yet, and I do wanna release over here. That's fair, Jason. Alright, I need to do a let's see. Yeah, I probably need to go to bed for sure. But we're gonna finish this this shit show of a live stream because it was a shit show. I got kicked out of my own live stream and Um, I have to sit here and defend a movie that I haven't even seen, for the whole stream. And Scream Factory's going out of business and everybody's in denial over it. I just don't know anymore. But we're going to sign into Letterboxd and I'm going to rank the Halloween films. Guys, I'm going to do that for you all before we leave. And it's not going to take me too long. All right. Can I look this shit up? Oh, it's right here. All right, let me move all these around because it's not going to be the same. So I actually did this. Let me see this real quick. You want to get nuts? Let's get nuts. Well, I mean, that's the thing. Clearly, she knows. And we all make mistakes in life. So she made a mistake, and it was a mistake that occurred when it was a mistake that occurred like in the years that she had her channel, and a lot of that stuff related to the channel. So she decided to come out with it on the channel. And I don't see anything wrong with that. I don't see anything wrong with that. Can we just support people trying to do better other than just like ridiculing them over it? It's just ridiculous. Like you guys are so perfect and people haven't made mistakes in their life. Anyway, how do I All right, I'm looking at my list. Honestly, okay, there'll be a couple changes. There'll be a couple changes. I was like, I don't think this is going to be much different than it was 3 years ago. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this in order of the actual films when they came out. And then we're going to shift the movies around that way. That way you don't know exactly what the ranking is when I pull this up. And I'm going to tell y'all right now, you're going to get pissed off about my ranking because Halloween Resurrection is in my top 3. I'm just joking. It's not. It is not. It is not. But it's also not dead last either. Okay. Let's pull up my letterbox. We're going to cap this sucker off. Damn, I've already been live for 2.5 hours. What the hell have I been doing? What have I been talking about? We're going to cap it off with a Halloween ranking. Then we're going to get the hell out of here. Okay. We're going to get the hell out of here. The hell out of Dodge. Is that what they say? All right. So like I said, it's all in order. I'm on my letterbox. Can I do it this way? Can I move them this? Oh, I can move it this way. All right, let's do it like this. I like this better. All right. So coming in at number 13, guys, is Rob Zombie's Halloween. I hate the movie. I hate the origin story. I hate the trashy dialogue. It can work for a regular Rob Zombie movie, but not for a Halloween movie. And I've just always not liked the movie. I hate it. It doesn't matter how many times I try to rewatch it and give it another chance. I get to the skull effing the crap out of you, and I just want to turn it off. I can't stand it. Even like when it's a remake, it's not that good, you know? So I hate it. Next up, coming in number 12 is Halloween Kills. Good old Evil Dies Tonight. Outside of the flashback sequence and the firefighter sequence, which I enjoy, I hate the rest of that movie. It's garbage. Garbage, stupid, silly, dumb, and it's not fun for me. I don't like it. You got a bunch of people with curling irons standing outside trying to hit Michael with it at the ends. staplers and shit, trying to shoot staples at Michael Myers. It's so stupid. Clothes hangers, that kind of shit. But The Evil Dies Tonight, it's so stupid. It's so stupid. The movie's dumb. It's stupid. And I know what you're thinking. Ken, there's a lot of Hollywood movies that are kind of dumb. But you know what? This was supposed to be a revitalization of the franchise. They were supposed to take it back to form, and they failed in the second movie. So screw Halloween Kills. I hate it. I hate the movie. All right, next up, coming in at number 10. I might have to think about this for a second. What do I want at number 11? Okay, I'll put Resurrection at number 11. All right, I'm not going to mess around. Resurrection is a bad movie, but I do enjoy it. Okay, so all the movies from here on out, I enjoy in some way. It's dumb though, and it's very stupid. And you got Busta Rhymes, Trick or Treat, Mother Effer, but that's fun. Tyra Banks. Tyra Banks will move up anything like a point score, you know. So that's why this is over Halloween Kills and Rob Zombie's Halloween, because it has Tyra Banks. And you know, it's got the kid from Rookie of the Year and American Pie in it. It's got a good cast. I enjoy it. It's very 2000s too. It's got the reality TV angle to it. And this was also the first Halloween movie that I saw in the theaters as well, because I don't think I saw H2O in the theaters. So it has that going for it too, but it's a bad movie. It is a bad movie. I'll admit that. All right, number 10. This is where it gets a little hard. And I don't want to make anybody mad, but God, where do I go from here? So I rewatched Halloween Ends recently. It's between Ends and it's between Halloween 2018. I rewatched Ends recently. I have not rewatched Halloween 2018, nor have I felt like rewatching that movie since probably 2020 is the last time I've actually sat down and watched it. And I actually liked Ends quite a bit more when I rewatched it last year. So as of right now, until I rewatch Halloween 2018, in my mind, it's at number 10 for me, is Halloween 2018. I think there's a lot of stupid jokes in it. I think there's a lot of really awkward moments involving Michael that just don't really work, and they're not really scary. And the more and more I think about this movie, I liked it a lot when it first came out, but I don't enjoy it that much anymore. But coming right after that would be Rob Zombie's Halloween 2. And again, I just haven't seen this movie in a long time, but the last time I did watch it, I remember enjoying it quite a bit more than the first time I watched it. So there you go. And then we got Halloween Ends at number 8. You know, there's going to be people that's like, well, how's that not last place? Well, I don't know. It's got a cool vibe. And I didn't mind the change in direction with that movie and Corey Cunningham. I like the idea behind it. My only problem was they didn't go all the way with it. And I think they should have. I think he should have completely taken over Michael Myers, and the essence of Michael Myers should have been completely transformed to him. And it should have kickstarted like a new series or something. But instead it just ended like every other Halloween movie, showdown between Laurie and Michael, and it's just the same shit. But I like the stuff in the middle in that movie, and I think it just got a cool vibe to it. It's got a cool look. It's got some really nice visuals and cinematography, and I don't know. I just liked it. I really liked it when I watched it last year. What do you want me to say? There's some baffling things, some dumb things that are done in it, but I just liked it. So that's number 8. But I mean, my Halloween ranking's kind of boring because I'm literally like the newest films are like in like last place for me, and then the first 7 are in my top 7. But the order will be shifted a bit. Coming in at number 7 is H2O though. H2O is a fun Scream movie with Michael Myers. I think it shines in the performances and the fact that you have like some great legitimate actors in it. You got Josh Hartnett, who's great, especially around this time. Michelle Williams was at least an Oscar-nominated actress later on, and then you got Jamie Lee Curtis, who was an Oscar-winning actress. So, like, the cast and the performances in this movie are great, and I do think it's the best that Jamie Lee Curtis has ever been in a Halloween film. Um, but it's still, as a movie, it's kinda generic, and it kinda just feels like a knockoff Scream movie. So that is my number 7. Coming in at number 6 is Halloween 5. I love Halloween 5. I really do. Um, I've I mean, the first, like, 5 Halloween films, I mean, I used to rewatch these movies over and over again. So, I mean, the first 6, honestly, with Curse. I mean, and the exception is Halloween 3. I did not rewatch that one. I did not like that movie when I was a kid. Um, but I love Halloween 5. I think it's super fun. I think it's got some great kills, set piece moments. The barn sequence is great. Um, and of course, you get into the weird stuff towards the end. Oh, guys, I'm actually going to be on a live stream tomorrow night on the Movie Den channel and After Hours video talking about the Thorn trilogy, which I'm a big fan of the Thorn trilogy. Um, but Halloween 5's cool. I like Halloween 5 a lot. I like the Nicolas Cage mask too, as well. And you got drunk Loomis, like Donald Pleasance is drunk the whole movie, so that's fun. All right, coming in at number 5 is Halloween 3, and I have not always loved Halloween 3. I hated it when I was a kid because it did not have Michael Myers, and I know that's a very generic answer, for why I didn't like it, but I honestly, I was like, "This is stupid, and I'll never watch this again." So I just never watched it again after when I saw it when I was probably like 13 or 14 until about 2017, 2018, and I bought the Blu-ray and I rewatched it and I was like, "Holy shit, this is actually a really fun sci-fi horror film." And, the score is great. I think it might be the best score in the entire Halloween franchise outside the first film, of course, but I love the music of Halloween 3. But, Tom Atkins and the cast, and it's insanely fun. It's got great visuals. The 4K looks great. I love the idea of the kids in the mask, and it's incredibly fun. I love Halloween 3. Coming in at number 4 is The Curse of Michael Myers, and this one has moved up pretty significantly over the past few years, but I love The Curse of Michael Myers. My preferred cut is the theatrical cut, um, but I honestly like both cuts, and I like how different they are and how it feels like a different experience when you're watching them. But if I was separating them, I'd probably put the producer's cut down a little bit further and keep the theatrical cut at number 4. But I love this movie. To me, like when I was a kid watching Curse, like it was the scariest one. It was the scariest that Michael ever looked. The movie's got incredible atmosphere. It feels very Halloween when you're watching it. It's got the fall time vibe to it. Paul Rudd is not great, but also he is great. I think his performance kind of makes sense for where Tommy Doyle would be at that point in his life. A lot more sense than Anthony Michael Hall's performance in Kills. So I love Halloween or Curse of Michael Myers. I think it's great. I think Michael looks terrifying still to this day in that movie, and it's still got a very ominous like presence to it when I watch it. The interesting thing is that movie is the lowest rated on Rotten Tomatoes, and I have no idea why, but it is. All right, coming in at number 3 is Halloween 4. I don't have to move that. I love Halloween 4 as my first Halloween movie. It's perfect to me. I mean, it's up there with my top 2, honestly. It's just the top 2 are just more top tier to me, I guess, in the franchise or mean more to me, but Halloween 4 was my introduction. I think it's a great, reboot of the franchise because at that point it had been gone for about 7 years, and Michael is scary as hell in that movie. It's also got great atmosphere. I love the characters. I love the town. Um, I love the kills are great. It's got a great ending, climax, and everything about that movie is perfect to me. I love Halloween 4. This is where I'm gonna shake things up a bit. Um, the original Halloween is my number 2, and Halloween 2 is my number 1, and I only came to this realization in the past few years. Before that, I would have said, "Oh, Halloween's number 1, easy." But the thing is when I watch these movies, I watch them as one movie. I never watch Halloween and don't follow it up with Halloween 2. I can't do that. Like, to me, it's one movie, it's one experience. Watch Halloween, then I watch Halloween 2. They take place in the same night. I love that continuation, and I can't watch one without the other. Honestly, I will say Halloween's a better film, obviously, but when I'm watching Halloween, it's like, God, I can't wait to get through this and get to Halloween 2 because I love the hospital setting. I love the way Halloween 2 just makes me feel when I watch it. And it's also got some of the best kills in the franchise. I love the music in it. I love the Mr. Sandman song. Everything about it. Donald Pleasance is just, he's firing on all cylinders in that movie. He is so outrageous, outlandish. He's got some of the best one liners. And I love the way Michael looks. I love the climax of the film. I love the boiling hot tub kill for a couple of obvious reasons, but also it's just a great kill sequence. And I just love the setting. I love it. It's got such a creepy vibe in that hospital, and it's my favorite. I will admit now, again, it's not better than the original Halloween, but Halloween 2, there's just something about it. I freaking love that movie. So it's number 1 for me, but also the original Halloween's great. I love the way it makes me feel too. Like I said, I have to watch these movies together. So that's my ranking. It might be a little lame to some people, but you have to understand that when I came into watching these movies, the only ones that existed were the first 6. So these are the ones I've been watching for the longest, and I watched them over and over again. So I got a deep love and nostalgia for those first 6 movies, minus Halloween 3. I only grew to love that recently. But up till Curse, I must have rewatched those movies. Like, I even watched them when it wasn't October. Like, all the time I rewatched those movies. And I love them. So I can't, that's why you'll see those in my top, because it's a lot of nostalgia. I honestly though, I think that they are kind of better as Halloween movies than the newer films, the Rob Zombie films and the Blumhouse films. So I'll stand by that. But what do you guys think of my ranking? Let me go through. Let me go through. It's a little bit of both, Marky Mark. A little bit of both. Let me take this down. That's my ranking. I'm sticking to it. Let me save it. Saved. It's locked in. Um, you don't think I know a lot about Stuckman? I mean, I used to watch him. I mean, I don't know about his personal life. I know about the Jehovah's Witness thing and how he got out of it, and he made a video about that. But other than that, no, I just don't. I don't follow his personal life, or like, did he do something horribly bad that I don't know about? Let me know. Total meltdown. I don't think it's a lot of weirdos. I just think it's a lot of very enthusiastic movie and physical media fans. And sometimes that can seem weird, but I don't think it's a lot. I think it's a couple maybe, but not a lot. Yep. I don't remember him saying that. I doubt it, but maybe. Yeah, my wife texted me and asked me when I was going to bed, so we got to wrap this up. Yeah, and I think that's what he is. He's a fan channel, and there's nothing wrong with that, you know. Let's see. 13, damn. Yeah, and you know what? I think that I didn't even get into that. I think that was a very important thing for people to hear. You know, I do. I think because there's for sure other people out there like her. So I think it's important to have somebody that steps up and says, "Hey, this is the darker side of what could happen in this collecting hobby." You know, I think that was important for her to put out there for people. And it's not something that a lot of people would make public like that, so it was a very brave thing as well. So I'll never get the hate, but it's like people just they just don't care, you know? They just don't. They're just looking to pile on something because they're unhappy with themselves in their life. They're just looking to pile on something. Everybody's looking to be angry. How about we try to look to be happy, you know? Quit looking to be angry all the time about something. You know, not everything is Rob Zombie's Halloween. It doesn't deserve your anger and hatred like that movie does. Let's see. Evil dies tonight. H2O is better than Curse. Yeah, I mean, I can see that as a movie. Yeah, I can see that. I mean, it's Scream. You know, Scream's a great movie, so H2O could be a great movie because it's the same thing. But to me, it's not what I'm, I guess, looking for personally in a Halloween movie. But I like the movie. I mean, I like it. It just I like Curse that much more. I think history will look back on ends a little bit fonder. See, people are saying 4 and 5 are bad. Illuminated Pro says he really only likes the 78 one. Let's see. Halloween ends right now. Cool, man. Yeah, that was cool to me. It was. Once somebody pointed out that connection, yeah, and I watched it like that, I was like, "Oh, Corey Cunningham's God, what was his name in Christine? Why am I blanking on that? I wanna say Archie. Was it Archie? It wasn't Arnie. It was Arnie, that's what it was. Yeah, that's I love Christine too. Christine, oh my god, that's one of my favorites. Yeah, I can understand that, saying it's a mess. It is kind of a mess, you know, especially to bring that in, like, at the end of the series, like, it just kinda doesn't make any sense. No setup to that at all, but I think they coulda made it pay off a little bit better, but they chickened out, and they shoulda had him just fucking rip Michael's head off and kill him halfway through the movie, and then he coulda fought Jamie Lee at the end. That woulda made a lot more sense. Well, I'm glad you're kind of in agreement with me there. It's up there for me. I don't think it'll ever overtake Rob Zombie's, but it's up there. Yeah, H2O is good. I like H2O. I agree. Yeah, Janet Leigh's in there. That's cool. Halloween 6 is great. Probably. Probably. Just as an actual movie, probably the worst. Yeah, objectively. Yeah, I get that. I get that. It's all subjective. Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Again, I like it, but that's why it's down further on my list. Oh, I'm glad you enjoyed it. That is true. That is true. But H2 has I can't remember her name. H2 has some nice, and they don't tease in H2, all right, like they do in H1. They don't tease like PJ Souls does. This chick, Pamela Susan Shoop, she don't tease. She don't play around. She bears it all. I don't even think my ranking's that much of a hot take, honestly. Honestly. You know, I respect a lot of the older ones. That's just me. That was like 8 or 9 or something, I think. I like that one. You see anything you like? Yeah, it's a great line. That's a great line. Um, honestly, probably Curse. Like Curse, the whole town's decorated. Everybody's celebrating Halloween. Like it's, I don't know. That one feels the most Halloween for me. All right, guys. Look, we are done. I got to get off here. My wife's gonna kill me. I've gone almost 3 hours tonight. Thank you all so much for joining me. It was a great stream, minus me getting kicked out of my own stream. Thank you all so much for the super chats, Carrie, Abyss, Manuel, Jasper, Roberts, everybody. Movies with Kevin. Thank you all so much for the support. Thank you for joining me tonight, for watching. I appreciate it. We had fun tonight. I enjoyed tonight's stream. Edward Scissorhands 4K review tomorrow. I'll be doing the Arrow announcements Friday, Vinegar Syndrome announcements on Saturday. Also, most anticipated for November is coming soon. I got a collection of a bunch of stuff's coming, guys. I've got content coming out of my ears right now, and then I got to get into Red Planets. I got to watch Dawn of the Dead, History of Violence. You know, my October rankings. I've watched so many 4Ks and Blu-rays that have come out this month, so that's going to be coming soon as well. But thank you all for joining me, for watching. Like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Leave me a comment after the stream. I would appreciate that as well. And we will see you guys later.